Cold at the touch, dead in the eyes. No signs of life no more. I put your love under the knife. Leave me to die here all alone. No signs of life no more, no. A crying dove may never fly. It's black and white. Yeah. Black and white.
Jim's gonna shut him down. It's a double kill for Jim.
Oh my God, Jim!
Looking pretty good. It's gonna be a triple kill. Jim comes on fire. Jim comes on fire.
Had the right angle, but couldn't land the shot. The dark scope, the 2-piece! Oh my God!
Cada equipo ahí contento con los dos jugadores. Trató de darle ese respetazo ahí, consigue dominar la pista y rápido que voltea y
Destaque na marotagem, belo ângulo dele. For him, he's gonna be able to take out. Oh my God! Oh no! He was down to 1 second on the clock.
Já pegou bala na cara do Master. O Omairinho vai tentando fazer o primeiro. Da estátua vai tentar o tiro porrada e bomba! Vem! Clutch muito difícil de vencer, mas...
Anywhere on the body that you hit, he no-scope for Apollo right there. He no-scope.
termina eliminando a Jack y igual queda solamente vivo por parte de repente consigue la primera baja de este round. Se da cuenta que no se puede
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back live for the opening day of Mobile Mayhem EU 2021 spring season. Yes, that's right. To the right of me is the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, the beard himself, Imperium. Look at that gorgeous man.
Yeah.
Everybody tell him what's up.
That intro felt pretty good, man. You're the only one that can genuinely match me when it comes to intros, my dude. Oh, feel all warm and fuzzy. It's good to be back, Verdict. It's good to be back. I've missed it. I've missed it. By God, I've missed it. I've been waiting a while. I've been hanging off in the wings. I've been busy doing my own thing. But now, Mobile Mayhem is back. It's bigger than ever. And we got some absolutely amazing teams that are going to be playing in this day one.
I'm glad you brought that up because we're actually going to take a look at that. That's right, guys. We are going to have 5 best of 3s today. We're going to start off with Unicorns of Love, Unicorns of Love and Stamina, followed by Huracan and Aphelion, also or previously known as Low 5. BK Rog Black versus BK Rog White. A little innards going on there. These guys are going to go sweat it out against each other. Ultima versus xoxo. And then to wrap it up, what better way to do it than to have a rematch of last season's grand finale? That's Team Elevate taking on Tragik.
It's a lineup, and obviously there's been a lot of roster changes throughout the last weeks and months. And for myself personally, although I've done my best to at times keep up, it's been wild, man. It's been hard. And that does worry me because I do feel like some of these teams are coming into this season's Mobile Mayhem a bit more unprepared. But at the end of the day, every single team, every single player, they have the opportunity over today, over the next coming weeks, to make a healthy name for themselves, to re-solidify themselves as obviously the best in Europe. It's good to see Aphelion back in Call of Duty Mobile. It's amazing to see Unicorns of Love entering Call of Duty Mobile. I have a really positive history with the org myself, having worked with them on a couple of projects for PUBG Mobile, and they're looking to increase their stock within the mobile scene. So seeing them in the Mobile Mayhem tournament is going to be massive. And yeah, there's a lot to come. And, you know, having a good day one can really set the tone for your journey throughout the upcoming days and weeks.
You know what? Speaking of upcoming or starting the day off on the right foot, we'll talk about some of these like point changes and whatnot. We just got information that the points are a little different this season. You know, seasons past, it's 20 points if you take the games in 2. If you take it to a best of 3, we play a third game. Seasons past, you would have only received 10 points for that win, and the losing team would have received 0. Starting off today and moving forward, we will be seeing those points change as best of 3s as it pertains to points. So if it goes to a best of 3 and you win 2 out of the 3, you actually receive 15 points, and the team who won the 1 game actually receives 5. So that's actually going to be huge. It's going to allow some of these teams who we saw, you know, I know we had several teams who went all throughout the season with either 0 points or some. I believe we had one team that had 0. I don't think they made their way back into the tournament. But I mean, with that being said, that's going to make it interesting to take it to a game 3, as you're going to be somewhat rewarded for those for that one game you were able to win. But without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the first matchup of the day. We are going to have the team that you were just referring to, the org that is so heavily known in the PUBG mobile community. That is going to be the Unicorns of Love, and they will be taking on Stamina, who is making their grand entrance into the tournament as an org. But we're definitely familiar with some of these faces, am I right?
Yeah, Stamina, they have, for the most part, kept the same roster, bar, I believe, bringing Toby in, if I'm not mistaken. And Unicorns of Love, I don't have any real idea about this team, to be fair. I just really mainly know the org, but I also know that they're the kind of org that will pick up players and give them an opportunity, give them a chance to prove themselves. They don't really always look to pick up the best team, right? They are very much an underdog org. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do. Of course, you got to kind of give the initial advantage over the Stamina based on as a team, as a roster, what they've been able to perform and pull out over the last couple of seasons. In terms of, I don't know if it's okay to talk about map and weapon bans yet, but it's going to be interesting to see what kind of map and weapons that we're going to see be pulled out on this first series.
Actually, we're going to go ahead and transition. Starting off with a standoff hardpoint, going to a meltdown on Search to Destroy. If we have a game 3, which I hope we do, it's going to be a raid domination. Unicorns of Love opting to ban domination on Hackney Yard, good choice, as well as the QQ9 as the weapon banned. Yeah. Stamina opting to ban hardpoint Hackney Yard, so nobody wants to see Hackney Yard today. That's interesting, and they are opting to ban the ASM-10. So with both of these teams in a lobby, I think we should be a fair game to go. And QQ9 is an obvious ban. ASM-10, another one of those obvious bans. But without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump into game 1.
And obviously, there's been quite a good few rule changes within the mobile Mayhem scene, all voted for by the players, to be fair. And on one hand, I like the fact that it has become more about the individual player gun skill, the team reaction skill. But I also think, on the other hand, some of the changes kind of eliminate some of the fun and intricacies of the game. But either way, the first game is going on, and coming on in, Toby gets the first kill of the game, making an impact straight away within the newly Stamina roster for himself, and Stamina have control of his first hardpoint.
They do indeed, and we were watching Unicorns of Love in the qualifiers finale the other day. We were able to see that they weren't very keen on hardpoint games or domination games in general. Okay. So respawns weren't really their strong point that day, but with that being said, this is a completely new day. Search and Destroy is going to be the next game that we play up, but first they got to get past this first game. So hardpoint is underway. 20 seconds left on his first kill. And as you said, Toby is off to a great start, and as well as his teammate Angel, as both of them have found themselves with a multitude of kills and making those transitions into P2. We'll take a look at some of the streaks here. 6-1 for my guy Toby, who's popping off at the moment. He has found some great use and found himself in the OBJ for a plethora of time. As he picks up 6, he's taken out there by Neil. Neil, one of those OP snipers that we'll see in the Search and Destroy next game, but we'll see how he does with his DRH in hand going into this second hill transition.
And it was a good start from both sides, to be fair. Of course, we saw Stamina get the early part of the first hardpoint, but Unicorns did come back into for a good few of the points in the first hardpoint. However, Stamina in this second hardpoint, for the most part, for the first 30 seconds, have contained a pretty strong lead. And, what I love, and it's pretty standard stuff, but it's always healthy to point out, is that they branch the players out directly from the hardpoint to create a little bit of a controlling bubble around this second hardpoint. And even now, they're looking to leave it with 15 seconds to go. Why? To help set themselves up for the third hardpoint. It's classic play. It's classic strategies coming out from Stamina.
It is classic strategies. And with that being said, with the game being at the way it is right now with hardpoint and respawns, everybody knows that they whatever they did to hardpoint standoff.
To be fair.
Yeah. They've been really whack. And I'll speak more on that a little later on, but with that being said, it feels like it almost doesn't reward you to transition early. It feels like when you kill someone who is close to the second point and you're making your transitions, all they're going to do is just spawn right next to you. And with that being said, it's tinkering your strategy and rotating early. Definitely not what you're going to see a lot of in these games. What you will see is, whoever's winning their gunfights, that's who's going to be on the hill, because ultimately, as many people push in, as long as you're winning your gunfights, you're going to maintain objective. And with that being said, it does look like the guys over at Stamina have been winning a majority of their gunfights, as they have a 98 to 32 point advantage. With 8 seconds left on this hill, we're going to see transitions into P4, the final one, before we bunker down for the reset. And the guys over at Stamina still have a 50-point advantage. They have a little bit of pressure into the point. And, you know, one thing that you're also not going to recognize is you're not going to recognize a sole dedicated OBJ player, in my opinion. I feel like you're going to have at least 2 to 3 players on the hill at any given point. And then those last 15 seconds, in my opinion, if you are close to the hill, I would contest, man. I don't know how transitions, you know, would spawns be in the way that they are, my guy. I don't know if transitioning early and not, you know, contesting that last 15 seconds is a move, in my opinion, especially being down this much for the side of Unicorns of Love.
But see, here's the thing, though. Like, you know, with the spawns being somewhat a little bit whack and a little bit all over the place, you gotta switch up your strategy, or you gotta switch up your focus. So you don't worry about the spawns. What you do look to do is you look to stick together, you look to play together, and you look to push together. So whether or not you're defending, you defend as a duo, defend as a trio. Whether or not you're engaging, pushing in, you do that as a duo, you do that as a trio. Because God forbid, with how the spawns are coming in, it's so easy to get caught out. It's so easy to get shut down. And instantly you're going to stop your team from grabbing the points needed in these hard points. As Stamina, they have a very, very healthy lead with 100 and there you go, as I get a notification, 168 to 44.
Yeah, that's a hefty lead. I believe we saw something very similar. Now, I will say this, and I give it to Unicorns of Love. They did find a way to come back and make it a little more competitive than I expected it to be.
A little bit.
But here's the thing. When you're starting off, especially with a team like Stamina, who, you know, obviously is a majority of what was Kings last season.
Exactly.
When you're playing against a team like that, it's not right to start off on the wrong foot. You know, you got to start off strong. You got to find yourself, you know, a little closer in between, you know, that first hill rotation. Like here, it's 200 to 44, bro. Even if you manage to come back, you're on the brink of losing almost consistently all throughout the remainder of this match, dude. 41 points is all the side of Stamina needs, and with a 41 point, you know, to gain point, it's going to kind of make it difficult for you to play the way that you normally would.
Oh, yeah.
So transitions are going to be a little different. Hill holds are going to be a little bit different. You're going to have to see 5-man into Hill, in my opinion. As we say that Grizz does push in, pick up a nice 2-piece, 3-piece. Oh, my God. Grizz is an animal as he picks up his 21st kill. Toby, a.k.a. what people in chat are saying, iFerg. I see you, Toby. Toby... up to 24 kills, and he is playing with this DRH like it's...
Calling Toby iFerg should be calling himself Toby with how good he is. How dare you disrespect my man Toby. Insane, absolutely insane. No, all jokes aside. You know, what I'm loving about Toby is that, like, obviously I haven't really seen him play in the Stamina side so far, but, like, he fits in like a glove, right? He fits into the team like a glove. It's so easy for him to just play to his strength with the confidence around him, right? With the ability around him, and that teamwork is really shining through. 243, 244. As Stamina look to clear out game one in this hard point matchup. They only need those final couple of points, and no doubt they will grab it soon enough. Credit to Unicorns of Love. They're doing their best to hold on for dear life in this hard point, 35 seconds standing, and they're protecting it as if it's their child.
It is, and we are going to see a breach into the hill for the side of Stamina. That could very much so do this first game. 250 to 82. Stamina takes the first in this best of three. We're going to have a search and destroy up next to complement it, but before we do that, we'll take a look at the scorecard here. And, you know, I'm going to go ahead and assume that at least 3 players have a minute plus on the hill for the side of Stamina. If I'm wrong, you know, I'd be surprised. With that being said, we are going to see 2 minutes and 52 seconds for the guy Toby, who goes double negative, a minute. So 3 players go a minute plus. Toby rents an apartment inside the hill and also dominates everybody outside of that apartment. So 28 and 12 for my guy Toby. 2 minutes and 52 seconds. A minute for Grizz, 25 and 14, 21 and 11 for Narcs, who one of the best snipers in the EU comp scene and possibly one of the better ones in the entirety of COD Mobile, in my opinion. So a minute and 17 seconds for him as he picks up a 21 and 11, almost a double negative there.
Like, okay, the biggest thing that stands out to me, and I don't often say this in Hardpoint because it's a very objective, focused game, Verdict, but every single player from Stamina has a positive KD. Every single player.
That seems to be a trend, man. If you're able to go positive and win your gunfights at Hardpoint, bro, like I said, the transitions don't really matter at this point. Like the spawns, you're going to be spawning pretty close. You know, you're not going to be spawning miles away from the Hardpoint, right? You're going to be spawning like, it's like a cluster spawn if I don't say so. It's like, you know, you got one here, we're going to get 4 more right there no matter what the situation is, right?
Yeah. And it's honestly, it's just one of those things where, you know, Unicorns of Love got outplayed. It's and to be fair, coming into this series, I expected it because of the fact that nothing against the Unicorns of Love players, but I don't really know them that well, and I know that Unicorns of Love support underdog teams. They will look to build a team up from the ground, so to speak, and it seems like it's the case here. The fact that they've got to Mobile Mayhem in the first place is awesome, and they deserve the respect for that. But the first night of the season, and they've come up against a massive brick wall, but they'll know what they'll need to do, right? Verdict, they can look back on this specific game alone, and they'll be able to go, okay, well, where did we go wrong? What mistakes did we make? How can we get better? And to be fair, the series isn't over for them. They have Search and Destroy. You mentioned that they don't look the best on Hardpoint, that they do seem to be a bit of a Search and Destroy team. Hopefully, their skill will shine more as a team in the upcoming Search and Destroy match.
You're absolutely right. And we did see them actually be headed by my guy Neil, who was in last season. I cannot remember the team that he played for, but I do know he had one game against, it was either a Philly and a Tragik, I couldn't remember. Dude popped off and almost dropped a 20-piece in Search and Destroy on firing range. So his snipes are crispy, they're there, but you look on the other side of the board and you got Narcs to compete with in the sniping department. It's certainly going to be interesting to see how that pans out. I know he got a lot of support in the qualifiers finale, but my guy, this is not the qualifiers finale. This is the one and only Stamina team that we're going against. And I'm just reading in the group chat too. We are no longer going to have divisions this year, which is super interesting, and I'm so glad that they structured it this way. This is going to be
good,
making for the top 6 teams to move forward into the quarterfinals and then the semifinals. The semifinals, of course, the 2 best teams will have buys, but the other 4 will duke it out and push until they get into that semifinal spot. It's definitely going to make like what we had last year or last season, Jesus Christ, evaporate. We won't see anything like a team who had like 60 points versus on the other side of the bracket we had a team who had 150 points. It certainly makes for better competition in my opinion. So I'm looking forward to that. It
just makes sense for it. It just makes sense to me. And the fact that there's also the 5 points for a team that wins a game within a series, there's that extra incentive to try, like we talked about. There's that extra element, and it's also going to it's going to encourage teams to just, I think it's going to promote more aggression, if that makes sense. And it's going to, I think it's just adding to the actual skill that's really required across every single week. I think it's going to force teams to look to be a bit more consistent as well, right? Because there is still that point gap between a win and only gaining one game in a series, right? There is still that difference, let's be fair. But being more consistent and still winning a game in series that you overall lose is going to help you.
You are absolutely right. As we say that, we are actually going to jump straight into game number 2. Destroy a meltdown. We are ready to lock and load. I'm going to be on board with none other than the guy Narcs, just to see what he's got up his sleeves, as we do see the side of Stamina on the attacking side to begin with. Oh, man. Narcs with the movement, my guy. He's going to bake this nade, and we are going to see what looks like to be a standstill. Don't know if they want to go A or B just yet. We're going to see a 4-man hold on A. Narcs gets that information, and he is going to make the rotation over to the B side of things, but is not going to commit. It does not look like they are going to commit to a site just yet.
Ooh, Inferno gets taken out by Neil. Search and Destroy, you are allowed that one dedicated sniper player, and there's no better map, in my opinion, than Meltdown to have that sniper in play, and Neil is definitely taking advantage of that one. Although the bomb is being planted, Grizz picks up a kill on the Bless, so it's going to even things out. Verdict, 4 each with the bomb down.
35 seconds on the clock. The guys over at Unicorns of Love are going to have a little bit of time. They're going to have to make something shake here, as we do see one more go down. That's going to leave CG Well in a 1v3 situation as he takes out Grizz. He's got a Russ in hand. He's going to get spotted by Toby and Angel. Toby gets the frag. That's going to give the guys over at Stamina a 1-0 advantage going into this second round. Neil, man. I could expect Neil to pop off this game, but with that being said, as long as he's, you know, maintaining space, you can't let anybody get close to Neil, so he's gonna have a little support on B. I understand a 4-man push to A is something to prevent a rotation or a complete an easy push. My guy Neil needs some support. Throw somebody over there with an SMG just peek in that corner. He's gonna spot one and Angel. Angel's gonna duck and dodge and dive and dip and dodge. He's out of sight there. So we're gonna see a 5v5 ensue. 30 seconds on the clock for the side of Unicorns of Love. They are going to lose Brinks there too, so it's not looking too bleak at the moment.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a bullet. As CG Well comes in from down below to take down Grizz, and then coming in from behind is also going to shut down Angel. It's a good play. Saucin, CG Well left standing going up against Toby and Narcs. Toby goes down. Narcs is left on his own, but he hasn't been spotted out just yet. He finds one.
Oh!
He finds it two with the pistol. Whips his way through. And that is second point for Stamina. My lord, what a way to end the round.
Narcs, man, if he's not doing it with the DLQ, he is definitely popping off. I think that was a Deagle, man. Dude definitely knew what he was doing. Even if he hadn't gotten that frag, that would have been another round for the side of Stamina here. And we're going to see a little bit more support for Neil, as it looks like a 3-man push onto the B side of things. We'll see his perspective as he is actually mid, which is interesting. He's going to miss one shot, but takes out Grizz in the second.
Oh, nice.
Sauce taking out Toby, Angel taking out 2 in Blessed, and we are going to see a 3v3 too, as I say that. Neil's going to be spotted, and CG Well again left in a 1v3 situation.
Oh, man. The Angel performed so well in that moment. Got a triple kill in a matter of seconds. It was so well executed, and with that bomb going down, 40 seconds left on the clock, throws a smoke out. He goes for it. Credit to CG Well. He didn't hang around. He went for it. Didn't work out. Point number 3 to Stamina.
Stamina showing their dominance again, as we saw them 250 to, I mean, it was less than 100, dude. It was not a close hardpoint game. But with that being said, as you mentioned, this is an underdog squad that has a lot of potential. And in my opinion, I do feel like the potential lies, within them. Now, how they're going to pull it out here, I don't know if they're going to be able to do so, but, plenty of growing left to do in a season, in my opinion. We are going to see one go down for Blessed. Blessed taking out Grizz. We are going to see a 4v4 now, 4v3, 3v3. Toby takes out Blessed. Toby being weak, he is going to be directly on the site of the bomb. He is going to pick it up and is not going to plant. It looks like they are going to go ahead and make that rotation over the B, as we do see another teammate from Stamina actually go down as well. So Narc's already there. He's going to prevent the rotations over to the B side of things as he is bunkered down on this gear side of B, preventing any kind of rotation over to the mid side. And as I take a look at the mini-map, it looks like they're going to retreat to the spawn side of their respective side, actually. So, interested to see how this goes. The bomb's going to be planted, a 2v3 man disadvantage. Unicorns of Love have pretty much everything in their favor at the moment. So, we said that, and we had a 1v2 situation with Narcs. Narcs was able to clutch it up earlier on in the second round. Can the side of Unicorns of Love take this one?
Oh, Toby finds Sauce. That's one down. 20 seconds left on the clock. Narcs is still hanging around, covering Toby's back with the sniper. The push comes through. Toby gets taken down, but at the end of the day, it's going to be once again a 1v1. Narcs can't get the pistol kill off this time. Time is on the hands, and Brinks is going to get the defuse. Unicorns of Love pick up their first point in Search and Destroy.
Now, this is interesting because I saw them go, I think they were down 3-0 in the same position in this same map too, if I'm not mistaken, this past Tuesday, the qualifier event. And they came back and reverse swept. I think they gave one more round up, if I'm not mistaken. So these guys are very decent at Search and Destroy. So see if this will pan out for them. If not, we will see them lose this series 2-0. A very, very aggressive B push is going to put 40 seconds on the clock for them. So Unicorns of Love are going to have to rotate as they made a 5-man push to A. They're going to be playing for retakes here as we do see Narcs taking out CG well. So the first frag on the board for Narcs this round. He's going to be traded. Neil, the man with the scopes. He's got the DOQ in hand. DOQ for DOQ trade as, oh my, Neil almost had another
so
there,
close.
But missed it by a hair, my guy.
Oh man, he got to stick together. Unicorns of Love still not getting people picked off one by one. Toby finds Neil. Just 2 players left off his Sauce. Unfortunately, he's not going to survive. Then Brinks goes down and point number 4 over to Kings.
Are going to see the sides flip here, and Unicorns of Love are going to be down by 3, but this game is, I don't think this game is close to being over yet. If I'm wrong, I'll be wrong, but I'm just going to say I think I see a little bit more dog in this fight. We're going to see a push, which is interesting. We're going to go ahead and get on Brinks, who has a bomb. They are going to get it's like a nade shot, but they need to get a trophy down here if they want to get this bomb down. Neil! What is going on? What did I miss, my guy? Did he get a triple collat, or was that a double?
That was at least a double. Not sure if it was a triple, but either way, it put the arms in the hands of Unicorns of Love, and the horns are shining, baby. Just Narcs is left on his own in a 1v4. The bomb is down. 25 seconds, and with the players of Unicorns of Love surrounding the rings of the bomb site, Narcs finds Sauce, so that's one more down. He finds a second. Come on, where is Neil? Where's CG Well? You can't allow that defuse to come through. 8 seconds left. He finds a pistol shot on one, but he gets taken down from behind. Narcs pulled out a hell of an effort, but that man advantage worked out too strongly for Unicorns of Love.
Bro, Narcs is a different breed. I hate I was not spectating him. I literally put it on Brinks because I saw the bomb in the area.
Yeah.
I was like, why is there not a trophy on site? And all of a sudden, Neil takes out 3. But Narcs, my guy, comes through, takes out 4 so close as CGL was able to clutch it up.
Okay, Stamina, you need to shut Neil down. If you don't shut Neil down, this could genuinely be over for you, right? Because Neil is the driving force for Unicorns of Love. And they're playing around that, right? They're massively playing around that, going for that bomb plant at the right time, sticking around the A. Inferno goes down. Point number 2, or well, point number 3 in total for Unicorns of Love. And wow, they're putting on a massive show.
They are, my guy. And as I said, this game is hardly over. We're going to see a 3-4 game now, much closer than it was earlier. Neil, man, dude's breaking his back, my guy. Gonna have to get some support, and he had some support. He has some support. This is all you guys, man. Unicorns love. Oh! Oh! Neil! You dirty dog!
Oh, my lord! Lick my nipples and call me Neil. Man, that's beautiful!
Oh my, we're gonna see Neil retreat back into this office building that is close to his spot. Inferno's gonna be rotating right in front of him. Inferno, you poor guy. If Neil spots you, you might be toast. Bob is not down yet, which is interesting. Briggs, he's gonna be taking on a gunfight. Is not gonna get, yeah, he is. Sauce is gonna get the support there to help. Neil gonna be pushing up towards mid as we have Inferno and Grizz available in the spot. Oh, the smoke was perfect by Grizz. The rotations are going to come in. Briggs taken down.
Perfect.
Neil! Why you got to do him like that?
I know. I want to know how sore Neil's back is, and I don't say that in an insulting way to his teammates, but he is single-handedly carrying this game for his side. Sauce plants the bomb. 40 seconds left on the clock. It's 1v2, but Inferno, he has the power. He even has the time. Take it easy. Slow down, Inferno. Do a little bit of scouting. Get a bit of information. Keep your eyes peeled.
Neil is going to be spotted there on the other side of this little mid area. Sauce going to be nowhere in sight, my guy. If Inferno had went for that defuse, he might have got it. With that being said, Sauce is going to rotate completely through mid. Bomb defuse is going to be faked. Is he disciplined? Doesn't matter. He's going to catch him off guard. Sauce is going to even it up. We are going into the 9th round of Search and Destroy, all tied up. And it's on the back of my guy Neil. But let's be honest. CG Well and Sauce have been crucial in clutching several rounds of this Search and Destroy so far. But Neil is definitely big boy carrying.
He's big boy carrying. They haven't always executed in the absolute cleanest way. Unicorns a lot, but considering, you know, how heavily they got torn apart in Hardpoint, considering how somewhat heavily they got torn apart in the first half of this Search and Destroy, man, I've got to give them so much credit for how they're playing as the attacking side.
Absolutely. This is the kind of aggression you expect to see out of a team who is very well disciplined in Search and Destroy. Now, the beginning of this match, you know, I would not have expected it to get to this point. They have no answer for my guy Neil, who is just abusing. 1, 2.
Oh, Neil!
Oh, daddy! Neil! I called it, my guy.
Oh.
Neil, one of the best snipers in the EU comp scene. I should have mentioned his name like that, like I put respect on the Narcs, but Narcs is still a different breed, my guy. But Neil,
who are you and where have you come from? God damn, son. It's so good from Neil. And again, Unicorns of Love are playing very well. I would argue though that Stamina aren't adapting to how Unicorns of Love are playing, right? Because every single attacking round, Unicorns of Love have pretty much pulled off the same strategy, right? Go for the A side. They may slow down the last couple of rounds and not feed it into Stamina, but I would argue the defense from Stamina has been a little bit poor, right? If you want to be the best team in Europe, you can't let yourself be outplayed by like that round after round. You know, normally you get shut down if you pull off the same strat. Although, just as I say that, Brinks is going to switch on over to the B side, and that is both unorthodox and it's pretty big brain, although Blessed is taken out.
Blessed is going to be taken out. It's going to be a 4v5 situation. And now Neil going to be pushed as he is no kind of support. And he is left in no man's land. The 5v4 is going to actually lead to another 2 players as CG Well is going to be taken out. Brinks and Sauce. Sauce put up some decent numbers right now, but with that bomb to be defused at the moment, we are going to see another round as we were on match point. Now it's all tied up. We're going to an 11th round of the Search and Destroy. And that B push that was starting off to be something strategical ended up just being a complete flop. You got to stick to what you know, man. If you can't dance, keep your hands in, bro. And they could not dance right now. They should have kept their hands in. They should have went straight to A.
It was more the defense around the bomb plant, right? They were, they got picked off one by one, a little bit similar to how they got picked off when they were the defending side. And talking about the defending side, this is the last round in which they are, sorry, not the last round, but this is a round where Unicorns of Love are going to be the defending side. They have gotten the first kill on board. Grizz is shut down, but with that bomb being planted, the time ticks down from 40 seconds. And now Unicorns of Love do need to make a move. The last round in this game number 2, Search and Destroy. If Unicorns of Love win this, we're going to game 3, baby.
It's going to be 4-4 as we see Sauce be taken out by Narks. Narks picking up his 10th. Can't sleep on him. He's going to be bunkered down. This is exactly where he needs to be. You see his hands? They're at 10 and 2. They're safe. It's in an area where he can retreat. He can bounce around the walls. Angel takes out 2. Brink's going to be taking out 1. He takes out another. And now Brink's going to be taken to the last player alive as Nark's going to spot him. That is going to be our game. Oh, boy. Narks gets the big boy clutch. The guys over at Stamina take the first series in 2. And what was looking like a decent comeback ends up being one that might have been able to, be prevented. I was, if they would have pushed that last attacking side to A, I felt like they would have been better off because you had the ability to cover your guy Neil. That's your knight in shining armor, my guy. You can't let him go like that, my guy.
Man, what a series. It went down to the 11th round, right? It went down to the final round, and even on that defense, that was the best Unicorns of Love looked as the defending side, right? It genuinely was because they got the first kill on the Stamina, and I even liked how I think it was Brinks and Neil that pushed together, threw out a smoke and pushed together towards the B bomb site, but then Neil got picked off from the sideline, and it became a little bit harder. If Neil hadn't been picked off, I think it would have been Unicorns' round to win and the game itself. But Neil, man, Neil was so good that game, so good. How many rounds did he get at least a double kill back-to-back kills on? It was phenomenal. So good.
Phenomenal indeed. And as we say that, we are going to hear a word from our guys over at Activision and COD Mobile. We'll be right back after this as we got a little bit of an ad here. It looks like we got some SKS action maybe. That's right, brand new shoot house map for you guys to play on. I played all that in Modern Warfare. That thing is lit, my guy. If you haven't played it, go ahead and give it a try. With that being said, we're going to get geared up for games number 2 here as we have none other than Huracan and Aphelion both stepping in the ring here. Expecting a lot from these guys. Aphelion was the qualifiers' most qualified team, I would say. As they, took the last game in 2. They only lost 1 game that day, and they look pretty decent, man. I'm not 100% familiar with Huracan. I would definitely have to take a look at their roster, but I'm starting to see people joining in the lobby, and it looks like we are going to see a few names that we know for the side of Aphelion. That's going to be Skirt, a player that we were very familiar with last season. I'm so glad he was able to join back into the Mobile Mayhem tournament as we do see him gearing up for war here with our guys over at Aphelion. And I was seeing Jerry Kike. Is that Kike? Is that our Kike? Is that who?
No. I think it's somebody else. But Genius, I'm familiar with Genius, and it's good to see him shine on through and going to be playing in this series. Yeah, you're dead right. These two teams are rosters that I think are still building themselves up. As I said, Aphelion coming back into Mobile Mayhem is always going to be awesome. And Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. Like, because both teams, I think, are generally newer rosters, there is going to be a bit of unfamiliarity there on synergy, on kind of game plan, adaptability, reaction times, especially in the hard point, and if we have a game 3 in domination. But right off the bat, hey, look, I'd have to go for a fill-in just.
I love it, man. I'm a huge Affiliate supporter. I see him in the BR event still. I hated to see that team disband that they had last season. It was just, it was always electric watching them play. You had Toby, you had Jim. They even picked up Slayer, who was a great addition. And, Slayer found himself on that same roster with Jim over at Tragik. But they just had something electric-wise. It was just a great chemistry. Great guys to be around, great guys to be in a lobby with. Super phenomenal people in general outside of the game. With that being said, we are going to see Affiliate pick up Lo-Fi. This is the team that they have picked up. So, Skirt, definitely definitely carried in a few games last stream. But with that being said, he definitely had a lot of support from Star Rafito. Rafito. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you a story. He dropped a goose egg in one of the Search and Destroys. Man, he went 0-9. But I was like, you know what, dude? There's something wrong with this. This is something obviously wasn't right, because dude was popping off earlier and ended up popping off later on. I think he ended up dropping close to a 40 bomb the last game. Dude put an absolute show on for us. So I let him slide on that goose egg. I blamed it on connection. We weren't even going to talk about it later on, and here I am talking about it. Something else we'll talk about. We're going to go ahead and look at the map picks and the rotations, because I'm going to go ahead and slander my guy Ralphito like that anymore. He's going to probably come and find me.
Yeah. Hey, look, you know what? It's kind of like, because it's funny because now this pertains to PUBG Mobile, but there was a team that choked themselves way back last year in a competitive tournament. And not the exact same team, but players within that team in the next season and in the next major tournament, I kind of constantly referenced that choke, and he said he used it as motivation, right? So it might be one game, it might be one series, it might be one thing, but you take a loss, you take a bit of a fluff, you take a bad performance, and how you turn that around is massive. And turning around in your favor to motivate you is what every player should be looking to do.
You're absolutely right, man. If you let one little bad game get the best of you, it's definitely going to hinder you from growing as a player in general. I feel like if you can't use that as motivation, you got to find some kind of light at the end of that tunnel, right? You can't just look at it as a dark situation. You can't look at it like, oh my God, I'm never going to get better from here. You got to look at it like, well, these are some of the things that I could improve on. This is what we did right. What did we do wrong? And just focus on not doing those wrong things anymore. With that being said, we are going to see a hardpoint Hackney Yard to start us off with, followed by one of the newer maps in the mobile Mayhem scene. It's going to be Tunisia Search and Destroy. Standoff Domination, Huracan opting to ban Search and Destroy on Raid, and the DRH as their gun ban. Affiliate opting to ban Hardpoint on Summit. That's interesting. And for obvious reasons, the QQ9.
Thank God.
Yeah, thank God. Hey, look. As long as it's not domination on Summit, I'm okay with it. Summit is the only viable map that you can play Summit on is Hardpoint, and they found a way to mess that up. Yeah, I'm upset. True. I'm highly upset.
Oh man, to be fair, one of the best matches I casted recently. When I say recently, I would say, I suppose, in the last 6 to 8 months, was actually a Hardpoint domination. Sorry, a Hardpoint Summit match. So I have a little bit more love for the map than I used to. Just a little bit, but I'm so glad it's banned. And I'm looking forward to seeing Tunisia, right? Because I haven't seen it played yet. I haven't casted it yet. So I'm excited to delve in and you know, understand more of the intricacies of the positioning and how it's going to work.
Absolutely. We're going to see, in Tunisia, you're going to see 3 open lanes on all, one in the middle, one on the A bomb site, one on the B bomb site. Just wide open for snipers to take their pick. So,
Yeah.
Interested to see who snipes in each game. It's definitely one of those maps that if you don't practice it, you're going to find a way to mess it up. And with that being said, this first game of Hardpoint is going to take place on Hackney Yards. That's actually, we're going to dive in and see who is going to take advantage of this.
Oh boy, let's get the show on the road. Hackney Yard, which was introduced during last season of the Mobile Mayhem tournament. I've personally have loved watching it every single time, and I think this is going to be no different as Creed is going to push on forward, gets the first kill of the day, and then Ralphito is going to refire up quite nicely.
That is right. We are going to see Huracan in the hill off the rip, and they are going to go ahead and get a few uncontested points here. Just continue to rack it up as we don't see any kind of answer. Almost looks like they had 4 players in the hill at one point, as I do see Kike and players rotating on the backside now to prevent that that rotation for the flank. And we are going to see 30 seconds go uncontested now. If you're Philly, you definitely got to get your butts in there. That being said, when you got 3 players in the hill, it's going to be kind of difficult to get that break. But they did manage to find a way to do it. And one of the players that we mentioned, or that we saw last season, Derek's is actually going to be in the mix. I want to say Derek's was one of those guys who was on a disbanded team, because I didn't see too much of him towards the end of the season. With that being said, we are going to be glad to see him in this roster for the day. And P1 is down 32-15. Philly has dug themselves a little bit of a hole. Have no fear. This is just the beginning of the game.
Yeah, it's very early into this hardpoint game. Of course, Hackney Yard, you know, that first hardpoint is hard to break through if the opposing team has a strong early defense on it, and that seemed to be the case for the side of Huracan, and they've even regained control of the second hardpoint quite fashionably, and they are looking to increase that lead quite nicely as Darks keeps himself on the outside to make sure he's getting the relevant information, and he does indeed get a kill on the Cartier. And really, again, I don't see a Aphelion breaking through their second hardpoint as of right now, as Skirt gets shut down.
Skirt. All the way already up to 10 kills, but that's not going to translate to objective time. My guy Skirt trying his best, but he's going to need a little bit more help from the guy 60, man. 60 gone 2 hills in, and he has not even landed 1 kill. That's I don't know what's going on with him. Maybe he's having a bit of a connection issue here, as we do see him struggling to get on the board. Skirt picks up his 11th, and we're going to see P3 open up for shop, and Skirt's like, hell, I mean, if no one else is going to do it, I'll jump at the point. And he is going to pick up another kill with that being said, so Rafito is going to be there to help out momentarily, but he is also going to be traded out. So the guys over at Huracan definitely playing gun skill to their favor. It looks like they're just out-manning them and out-positioning them in pretty much every aspect off the rip.
To me, it's not exactly just outgunning them right now. It seems like, to me, for the most part, Huracan are playing better as a team. Hackney Yard is such an open map at times that, especially with the, you know, the elimination of operator skills, etc., where you are relying more on that teamwork, more of that kind of manpower and positioning, Huracan are really using that more to their advantage, more to their favor. Yeah, okay, credit where it's due to Aphelion. They haven't allowed that deficit to go much higher than 20-30 points, but they've yet to really take the lead. They've yet to really take control of this game.
They have not, and that's exactly what that's a fair point. That's exactly what is happening here. It does not look like they've dug in and got their feet wet. It looks like they're just kind of playing on their tiptoes when they should be bunkering down and pushing full force. It's like they're not all on the same page, as you were saying. Playing better as a team, Huracan is definitely doing, as we do see them holding this P4 rotation very well. It doesn't seem like the guys over at Philly can answer back at any point thus far. So P1, 2, and 3 are going to go down in books. 4 as well, and we're going to see a 70-point lead now as Huracan has found themselves in P4, and it has been very fruitful. So they are going to make their transitions. Oh my God, Creed, you're just an absolute animal. No, he's got a Predator missile and a cluster in pocket. So P4 is down. The office is going to be closed. They're going to be making their way back to this back office building, and we are going to see a. This is the moment of transition right here. This is the moment of clarity. Are Phillian going to step up and answer the call, or are they going to be shut out like they have in the past 4 objectives? That's what I believe is going to dictate how the rest of this game goes, in my opinion.
Well, you know what? The question is already being answered for the most part as the retake comes through for the side of Huracan. It was initially a good start in the hardpoint for Phillian, but no real defense, and it was a strong push breaking in and breaking through the players of Phillian by Huracan. And I gotta say, although Phillian aren't, pushing and breaking through Huracan's walls extremely well, to me, Huracan are defending these hard points most of the time in some of the best that I've seen a team defend in Hackney Yard. So really loving how Huracan are playing overall in this game.
Absolutely, they are going to be headed by the guy Derek's and Genius. Genius and Jerry also putting in some good work. Derek's 19 kills, 18. It just looks like an even spread, like they are evenly contributing.
Yeah.
And over on the other side, we're going to see Skirt, Carry, and Star Player doing their best to get it and make something happen. But when you're not getting the support you need in positions like this, especially on this map, man, if you're not having the support that you need to break a hill or even hold a hill, it's not good,
exactly.
Man. You need to have someone inside of the point. At any point, whether you play, you might need to have 2 or 3 players in the hill.
So good by Genius and Jerry.
It's just absolute A1 playing by the guys over at Huracan.
Like, if Phillian are sending their players in one by one, and Genius is just knocking out of the park, it's like, you're at the batting cage and, the machine is sending ball towards you one by one, and you're just batting it down the hatches. Like, seriously, Phillian, you gotta play more as a team. You've really got to stick together and push in together. Don't feed the side of Huracan.
Yeah, if they continue to feed, man, it's just going to continue to get worse, man. Your morale is going to go down. We noticed it in the first game, Unicorns of Love. Nobody went positive, right? I don't expect Skirt or Star Player to go negative here, but if you're not having the remainder of your crew contributing, it's going to be very difficult for you to thrive as a team. That being said, we are going to see Skirt in the point. He's going to be headed by Cartier, and Rafito is going to break his way in, and we are going to see a much better hold on this second hill as Tire Shop is about 20 seconds from being done. Now, as I said, these last 20 seconds, these last 15 seconds even, these are crucial in my opinion. I feel like these are the ones that you got to bunker down and hold on the most, because you just can't hand 15 points to an opponent. We're going to see those last 7 seconds go to the side of Derek's. No, he is going to be contested. Great. That is exactly what you need to see. It doesn't matter where you're at. If you're close to that hill, you need to be there. You need to be contesting, because spawns, man, you're going to be spawning God knows where going into the next rotation. And if you're lucky, you get a cluster of one of your teammates spawning right next to the next objective, and that's very much possible.
Nice, he plays. Cursor gets shut down. Creed is gonna fire up to get a sweet double kill to make it 20 kills in total for himself. 205 to 137 in the favor of Huracan. As Darix jumps down, gets another kill for himself. Looking pretty good. Great teamwork, as I said, from Huracan. It is phenomenal how well they're playing together in this Hackney Yard hardpoint game, and the score speaks for itself. They're over 215. They're less than 30 points away, well, just over 30 points away from closing out this game one. And I can't see a feeling for all their efforts coming back into it.
I mean, it's possible, but at this particular point in the game, I don't know if they are going to be able to. They don't have any score streaks. They don't have anything that is of use to them. In my opinion, we don't see anything in the hands of any of their players. So I'm cycling through nothing that they could use as leverage. As that being said, they can't rely on operators as, you know, seasons past. This is a completely different season, and we're not going to see. Oh man, a 4-man push going to result in a retake. No, it is not. It is not. Cartier is going to be there to reject my guy Jerry. Kike going to push it. He's going to get denied. This is a much better affiliate team right here.
Defense. Yeah.
You know, a day late, dollar short. It doesn't matter. This game is still going on. Affiliate has maybe found themselves in this game, as Cartier is going to find himself in the objective, and he is not going to be taken out. Creed, get blasted, son.
Oh! It's like, honestly, his Cartier is just popping up. It's like Ophidian heard the whispers and, you know, of their name being heard from my mouth, and wait, is that something negative that Imperium is saying? Is he counting us out? No. Don't count us out, my friend. 193 to 230 in the last 40 seconds to a minute, if not more. We've only seen Huracan get like 10, 15 points or so. It's so good. Such a great defense that came out from Ophidian in the last hard point and a half, and they're looking to do the exact same as get into the 212 mark, coming on through. 35 seconds left. What a way this game is ending. Kahlua said in chat that this game is dead. No, it's not. Don't count it out. I count it out. Don't make the same mistake, my friend. Don't be like me. Be like Bob.
That's right. Be like Bob. Be like Cartier right now. As he hunkered down, he held the objective the entire time this hill has been open. My guy Cartier even has a Predator missile to show for it. As we do see Affiliate snatch the lead momentarily, they are going to be up by a small margin, but they are not down by 80 points. They are not down by 60 points. They are up by 2 going into the resets of P1, and it does look like the side of Huracan are going to have it off the rip. They only need 12 seconds now. And Genius going to be in this bottom little shed area, as one by one they're going to get taken out.
Oh, Genius. Oh, Genius. Oh, keeping it alive. So close. Can the push come through? Genius trying to hold on, but the push to retake. 239 to 247. Cartier pops off, and this is it. Ophidian are going to be living the dream. He gets another kill. 248, 249, 250. Ophidian take game 1. Hard point on point in Hackney Yard for Ophidian.
What the heck did we just watch? Affiliate down by like 80-something points. Bunkered down. They found it deep within, my guy. I felt that. They heard you, Imperium. You lit that fire, my guy.
Verdict. They took the lead for the very first time in this game when it got to 234. They were behind for the whole game up until that point. And they came back. I counted them out. I said I can't see them coming back. And you know what? I was proved wrong. And I love to see it. That was on point. But you got to also argue, how much should Huracan throw? Right?
I don't know, bro. I think that was something that they had nothing control over. They didn't have any control over that. That was all Affiliate bouncing back, finding a way to win. On the backs, I'm not going to give my guy Cartier a shout out, my guy. Put 2 minutes and 24 seconds on the hill, and I saw several 1v3 situations that he found himself not dying, getting 1 kill at a time, 2 kills at a time, staying in the objective. P4, P5, all Cartier. All of it. 2 minutes and 24 seconds, 34 and 20. Sure,
so
he doesn't go 40 and 20, but that guy, he bunkered down when it meant the most.
So good. Like 250 to 247. What the hell? And to be fair, to give credit to then, you know, the whole of Ophidian, right? Skirt getting 36-35, 1 minute 15 on the hard point. You know, yeah, I don't know how to say his name, but By the way, do we just call him 60 FPS or does he have an actual name? You know, he got 26-26 with a minute on the hard point. Like, this game was close. Looking on over to the side of Huracan, 37-29 for Genius, Creed, and Dre also shining, but it's like they ran out of steam. Verdict. It's like they laid back. They thought, okay, we have an 80+ point lead. We don't need to worry about it now, and they gave E8v an inch, and E8v just took a mile. They took a mile and a half. They took 2 miles. They took the whole damn road to take the win. It was fantastic by E8v.
That was, man. And I, you know, if anybody counted them out first, it was probably me, bro. But regardless of what chat says, I sold Affiliate out at the very middle of the game, bro. I was like, look, these guys
both did, dude.
Outmanned. They're getting outplayed. They're getting out rotated. They're just not playing well together. Now, granted, I will say this: Affiliate didn't really find their way together, in my opinion. I felt like they played a little better together towards the end, but I mean, I was spectating Cartier that whole entire P4 hold and P5 hold. He got a little support, but don't let that confuse you. My guy held P5 by himself as if his life depended on it. He finally got some help towards the end of P4. We saw that break with 7 or so seconds. You know, somebody came in and helped. We're not even going to talk about that, though, because all of P5 was my guy, Cartier. He didn't die once, bro. He was in the objective the entirety, bro. He held P5 like it was nobody's business. If there was an award for the P5 holder of the year, that was it, my guy. That was it.
That game was absolutely on point. Like, I'm kind of like a little bit speechless. Like, yeah, game 2, search and destroy, and we're heading on over to Tunisia, right? The map of the unknown, so to speak. You know, the unknown entity, the unknown quantity. You know, Huracan, they have to kind of step back and go, yikes, we threw it. Let's not do that again. Whereas E8v need to go, okay, we warmed up. We gave them a chance. Came back in. We kicked them in hard point. Let's follow that through into search and destroy.
We are going to see that here on the Tunisia map, which I think this is one of your. Have you had a chance to cast on a Tunisia map yet?
No, I've played it a couple of times, but I haven't cast it.
This is going to be interesting because typically what you see in on the attacking side is the exact opposite of what the guys over at Huracan are doing. They're going to make a full sit to A. Everyone's going to leave the game. It does look like.
Wait.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, we'll try and find out what happened there, to be fair. But could continue on with what's your experience on how Tunisia works in terms of the bomb sites and where do you think the team should be favoring?
You know, in a map like this, a lot of competitive teams make a push for B initially. They make a push for B.
That makes sense.
A is just one of those maps that a lot of head glitches are you're going to find yourself at. You're going to find yourself campers in that little cubby area that's right next to that A bomb site. I don't know. It's just I'm a little tilted when it comes to that little corridor area, the little hallway that takes you to the initial. I mean, it's just an easy pop for the opposing team if they've set up properly. As we do see everyone load back into the lobby, we do see the players load back into the game here. Go ahead. That is going to see 5 players for the side of Huracan, 4 players coming through for the side of Affiliate. I'm not 100% sure what's going on. Maybe a connection issue. Okay.
Oh no. We have it. We have it. Hey. After what E8v did, you count them out as a 4-man already? How dare you, Verdict? How very
I'm
dare
fired.
you.
That's it. I'm done for after this game, dude. They're gonna let me go. I obviously see this as we do. I can't discount Affiliate ever again, dude. It's just not gonna happen as we do see a initial push towards the A-bomb site for the side of Aphelion. We're going to see a mid push, which is going to result into an alleyway where, oh my,
Wow.
a stampede of 5 rolling hot. Genius going to take out one. Kike going to find one. And now we're going to see a 2v4 situation. 2v3 now. A star player
Star?
picks up 2. Oh, a third is found with Jerry. Oh, nope. Jerry's on the other team. Star player is going to be taken out. Now 60 is going to be left in a 1v3. 60 is going to be taken out. Derek does get that kill.
Am I the only one that's thinking this is not the map for snipers?
I completely disagree. I feel like this is a map that...
Really?
I feel like if you can find an easy pick, you can pick up a secondary from that. You know, it's an early advantage. You know, we are going to see...
Okay,
is it 60 who was sniping? Yes.
Yeah. I just think that's the defending side, at least. You know, because it's not in your control, but you will have to wait and see as we come into this second round. Has been a very strong start for the side of Aphelion, and Darks is left on his own. A great defense from Aphelion in that round too.
Great defense indeed. I guess a Huracan thought if it worked so well the first round, it's going to work just as well the second. 60, who did pick up that secondary in the ASM-10 that he was able to pick up off the ground. Picks up the kill. That's going to secure the round for Aphelion. They're going to be tying it up 1-all. Interested to see how they play this this next round. That is Huracan, indeed, as we do see Genius and 3 other of his teammates pushing through the A side of things. Smokes are going to come down. We are going to see a initial push, and this is like no man's land for the guys over at Huracan. This is just open season. You see all that open area? You don't have anywhere to hide coming out of that hallway, right?
Oh, Cartier comes in. He's going to get a kill. He's hanging around the corners, just Kike Darks after his own. He switches over to the pistol. He grabs the kill onto Kike. Once again, Darks is left on his own. Now, this round is a little bit more possibly manageable for Darks because there's only 2 players left from the side of Aphelion.
We're going to see Derek taking some shots onto 60. That's not going to help him out at all, as he is going to be spotted and pointed out by 2. That is going to give the second round to Aphelion. And Aphelion, who started off a little rough in this search and destroy, they were a little thrown off guard. I feel like they found a little bit of the tendencies of Huracan, and they have caught on. If Huracan continues to push A, I don't expect them to get a single, another round.
Yeah.
Let's just say a single more round, as they did pick up that first one. It was rather an unorthodox push, as the A push from mid, never expected.
Kike gets taken out. Cartier once again popping off quite nicely. Has to reload, switches over to the pistol, but Darks is going to get the better of him. 2 against 2 once again. A star player is going to find one. Switches on over, nearly gets a second. And once again, we're into a 1v1. But 60 once again gets the final kill. And you are dead right. Huracan cannot push on A. It's not working for them. They need to switch up the strategy, or at least slow down a little bit, right? Just slow down, back off, look to get information. Don't full send it onto that bomb site because you're losing it.
They are losing it. They're going to take out Rafido early on with a nade, thanks to
Good.
Genius. That is going to give them a one-man advantage, but ultimately, if they continue to push A, like I said, there's really, once you get past this widery area up top, there's really nowhere to go until you get to the bomb site, which is heavily covered, and you're going to have that little cubby area. We're going to see Kike taking out Cartier, so that's going to be a 4v3. 3v3 as we see 60 with the sniper taking out Genius. 60 going to be rotating on the backside of A. He's going to have this little head glitch area on the boxes. Yeah, this is going to be a 1v2 situation as Skirt takes out Kree, but is immediately traded. Star player going to be there to support my guy 60. 4 rounds unanswered go to the side of Aphelion. As we switch sides, and we're going to be seeing how Aphelion approaches this this attacking side.
I don't get why Huracan didn't check corners before they planted the bomb. If there was ever a map, a bomb site in which check the corners is prevalent. It is the A bomb site as Kike Creed kicks things off, gets a double kill for the side of Huracan to slow Aphelion down a little bit. Star player goes down, skirt, picks up the bomb, and Cartier getting 2 kills. He's on 6 in this game so far, single-handedly keeping this game alive for the side of Aphelion.
2v3 much more manageable than a 2v5, as we do see Cartier, as you just said, picking up 2 big kills. And I'm agreeing with chat, man. Low key, Cartier is OP, my guy. I don't know if he had a different name prior to this season, but this guy is he's definitely, once he gets going, dude, it's really hard to stop him. We saw that in the hard point. We see this in the search and destroys. He's got 6 kills on the board, and the rotation back towards mid side, or rather spawn side, is possibly going to throw the guys over at Huracan off. But with that being said, the bomb plant's going to go down, and we are going to see one come through. Oh, get
perfect.
Laser, Kike. Kike. Oh, Creed and Jerry there to trade. That's going to give another round in favor of Huracan. We're going to see a 4-2 situation now. The attacking side, in my opinion, definitely a lot more difficult than the defending side, in my opinion.
Yeah, that seems to be the kind of yeah, that's what I'm coming to as well, is that the attacking side is a little bit tougher. I don't think it needs to be as tough as at least Huracan made it. In my eyes, they could have played those attacking rounds so much better, in my opinion. And we even saw Aphelion at least pull out a better effort, but above everything, they lose it overall. What are you going to do in this round? Darks picks up the first kill on the skirt, and it's going to be 4v5 in the favor of Huracan.
It is going to be a 4v5. Now we're going to see 60 go down as Derek's playing super aggressively. It pays off, but he is going to be traded. A Cartier and Star player are going to pick up kills. Cartier picking up another. It's going to be a 2v2. Bomb is in his hands, and we are going to see Creed or Genius go down. It's going to be a 2v1. Jerry, last remaining player alive. He's going to be on this little hallway going to the B side of things. Some call it ramp, some call it the little B hallway. Either or, it doesn't matter. I'm not sure what the official call out is, but we're going to see him peek through this little mid area of B, and it looks like he's going to be playing a little bit slow, trying to play and see where players are going to be at. Jerry is going to run up the stairs. Rafito is going to be laying down. We hear the player indicator as players in sight. Rafito, if he was, this was Warzone.
Oh, nice play, Jerry. Checks his corner, comes around, dodge, duck, dip, dodge, and dodge, but Cartier is going to be the wall in front of him, and I would argue that this is the first legitimate attacking round 1 for both sides in the search and destroy game. I know, of course, Huracan won a couple of rounds as the attacking side, but not in the same way as we saw Aphelion win that last round. Planted a bomb in a strong way, forced a move for Jerry, but Jerry unfortunately couldn't pull out the 1v2.
He couldn't. Cartier is a clutch god. Clutches that one. Even though he had a one-man advantage, I still felt like that could have gone either way. That was a 50-50 gunfight. Skirt picking up Derek. Oh my, Jerry gets traded. Jerry.
Okay.
Put it in reverse, Jerry. Should have went the other way. We are going to see the smoke come down via Creed and team. They are going to make the rotations over to this B site. It's a 2v3, 2v2 now as... No, 1v2, 2v2, no. Kike is going to be weak. Kike is still alive. They're going to be in this B hallway area, and Cartier going to be playing time as he hasn't... Yeah, he's gotten the bomb down. He's going to spot Kike. Not going to allow the defuse to come through. If he just plays a little bit more time, Kike is going to spot him. Kike is going to blast him. GG's, Cartier. He is not able to clutch there as Kike. Was he shooting bodies? I love it. Feisty this one is.
Close, it's close, but to be fair, Aphelion are still on not only game point, but game set match point. They won game 1 in hard point. They're up 5 points to 3 in search and destroy. If they win this game, they win the series 2-0, and they'll grab 20 juicy points to kick off their Mobile Mayhem tournament.
what a way to start the opening day off if Aphelion's able to take this one here. 2 are going to go down. That's going to be Genius and Derek's, as we do see a 5v3 and an orthodox push from Rafido and Star is going to result in Rafido losing his, but Star picking up the refrag. Bomb is going to go down at A. Kike is going to be all the way towards the B side of things. I'm not sure what kind of communication he got, but making his rotations over to this little balcony area. It appears as though he, had the illusion that there was going to be or the impression that there were going to be players over at B. There was not. All 3 of these guys are going to be here on the A site, and he's going to have to 1v3. He is immediately spotted, and we're going to see Cartier with the jump shots coming through. You sweaty sweat. That's going to give Aphelion 6, taking the second series of the day, and 20 points awarded to these guys. We are going to be gearing up for games number 3 here in a minute, though. Well, we'll take a look at the scorecard. Got to take a look and see how well Cartier did.
It's a draw.
Like, honestly, so good from Aphelion overall. It's as simple as this. Aphelion played Tunisia better, right? Because, yes, we can say, in my opinion, and we both agree on this, that being the attacking side is harder on Tunisia. But it's still manageable, right? It's still possible. If you're going to go for a B, and this is my initial thought, if you're going to go for a B bomb push, you can do that a bit more. Right? You can do that somewhat right off the bat. But if you're going to go for an A bomb push, you have to make sure that you have to have minimum, in my opinion, 2 players down from the opposing side, or 2-man advantage, because of so many nooks and crannies and corners towards the A bomb site. Even though it's somewhat out in the open, if you don't have that body advantage, those corner huggers are gonna come and bite you in the butt, and that's where we saw Aphelion take a better advantage of that, and we saw, unfortunately, Huracan lose it overall. And it was a fantastically well played game from Aphelion. Cartier once again standing out and shining throughout, getting 10 kills, only dying 5 times.
Absolutely. As we say that, before we get ready for this third series of the day, we are going to take a short intermission, guys. Much needed. Don't go nowhere. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. There we go. I got to get those southern draws out. Do not go anywhere. We will be we'll be starting back up with some more action here in about maybe 3 to 5 minutes. So bear with us as we break it up and hear a word from our sponsors.
Cold at the touch, dead in the eyes, no signs of life no more. I put your love under the knife. Leave me to die here all alone. No signs of life no more, no. A crying dove may never fly. Black and white. Yeah. Black and white. Oh, 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 oh. Just black and white. It's black and white, just let me go. It's only right for all I know. It's only matter. It's calico, it's black and white. Just let me go. It's only right for all I know. It's only matter. It's calico, it's black and white. It's black and white. Yeah. Black and white. Oh. 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 It's black and white. It's black and white.
We are back live for our next series of the day. Third series is going to go for Bunker Rog Black taking on none other than Bunker Rog White. That's right. We're going to be having innards here as these guys are going to duke it out. Going to see who's the best of the best here. I'm looking at the lineups here. It looks like a bit of a heavyweight showdown as we'll take a look at the best of three quick, and then we're jumping to the first. We are on a tight schedule. We came back a little later than expected.
Why do you all have the same tag? It's just why do you both have the same tag? It's confusing, you guys. It's confusing. However, this game is starting. We're getting right into the thick of it. Hey, you know what? One might say that Bunker ROG are doing pretty well, but which one?
It looks like black is on the the right side of things. They're going to be in red. Blue team is going to be white. As I'm familiar with Machine. Is that Machinist from last season? I know Shark. I know Kosh. I know Warvac, Marvel. All these guys. All these names. Definitely sticking out. With Caesar looks like a new addition for this roster of Bunker Rock White. It looks like they're going to be holding this first hill, which is going to be an interesting one on firing range here. Is 21 points go to the side immediately of Bunker Rock Black. And we're going to see Caesar being taken out. Jazz going to push in. Jazz going to be taken out. Lucky, one of the, players that will continue to talk about season this season, last season, next season. Guy's just an absolute animal. He is going to be right here on this next hill rotation. We are going to see a 25-15 game. Still very early on, and still plenty of game left to be played, but we are going to see Rog Black actually with the initial hold onto this second hill.
Great setup by Rog Black, to be fair. Like, fantastic setup being utilized by them. They control, for the most part, the hardpoint one. They left it at the right time to set up for the second hardpoint. Then the way the second hardpoint works is when you do get that stranglehold, it's very hard to breach. It's very hard to push through, right? And this is what I'm talking about with the new changes that are coming in, with the lack of, operation things and all the operators, and really, you take away a lot of the, I wouldn't say meta, but it really requires teamwork and genuine skill to break through a defense that is so nicely set up, and that's for the most part what we have seen from Rog Black so far.
You're right. We're going to see a 47-point lead as this trailer for point 3 is going to be opened up for shop. We're going to see some rotations from the A long side of this map. But with that being said, I'm not seeing what I need to see for a retake. We are going to see a retake. So the guys over at Rog White unable to maintain that trailer control. Man, that's very unfortunate. So Rog White is going to find themselves in the outskirts of this trailer side of the hill, and we're going to see Machine pick up a big kill, who was bunkered down inside. Bunkered down. Not a play on words. Genuinely using bunker as a word, as he was bunkered down inside of that armory. He is going to be spotted and taken out. But with that being said, we're going to see the rotations now for Bunker Black here going into this bottom side of wood, and the guys. The guy's bunker playing hella great. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir-ree. Rog White, credit where it's due. They've come back into pretty nicely. Maybe a bit slow, and they're playing a bit too much for the scraps at the end of a hard point. So I would like to see them be a bit more proactive and preparing for the upcoming hard points. But for the most part, that deficit isn't that high. It's only about 50 points or so, 40, 50 points for the side of Bunker White, and the opportunity to come back into it is there. Jazz is on 14 kills. Dark is on 12. He should change his name to White, actually, from Dark to Light or something like that, because he's playing for the Rog White team. You get where I'm coming from with that joke.
Oh, I definitely know where you're coming from, and I'm reading in chat. I just saw my guy, I can't remember who said it. Maybe it was Champy, a.k.a. Sammy, a.k.a. Probably one of the heavyweight top contended all-star players from last season. He's like, this is a 60 FPS game, my guy. You are so right. They are all on Rogs. If they don't have Rogs in their hands, something's wrong. With that being said, we are going to see Shark actually bunkered down in this trailer side of the map. He's going to be spotted and taken out, as he had one before he was taken out there. P1 going to be opened up for shot. We're going to see a 112 to 70-point game. As we need to see a little bit more from Rog White if they're going to be able to.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I'm 100% with you on the dark light joke, though. I do feel like a name change is in order. Can we put that in the works? Can he be Rog Light so that way he is a part of the white team?
Exactly. And looking over and towards kills that each team have, it's very even for the Rogue Black players, right? Machine with 12, moving up to Marvel that's on 16, whereas for Rogue White, well, actually no, it was worse, but Karma, who was the lowest, still kind of is, while Caesar's now on 11, moving up to 17. So kill wise, both teams are extremely tight and extremely close. And to be fair, I would imagine because they're both under somewhat the same banner that they are able to practice and scrim against each other, and I suppose prepare a little bit more heavily for this season's mobile Mayhem. So therefore, they should know each other a bit more, and that's why we're seeing, for the most part, quite an even game, bar Rogue Black having that lead.
We are going to see a 50-point advantage in their side, and very much so, as we see a pretty even scorecard with the exception of Machine. Machine's just not able to find his, his A1, but I'm sure he is serving his purpose well, as he is manning the OBJ very well. He's going to be spotted by Jazz inside. Jazz is going to take him out, but Kosh is going to get the refrag, so they're doing a very decent job of holding, Hill, and I have to say, even, going back to the last rotation, P3 was a flop for the guys over at White, as, you start off with trailer control. There's no reason why you should have been able to not hold that. With that being said, we did see Rogue Black actually find themselves in the front side, as 3 players were on the backside of A-Long and just simply rotated over. The cluster strike is going to come down. We are going to see Marvel with his first cluster strike. He's got 26 on the board, putting on an absolute fest for us. 26 and 21 for him. I'm sure he has some time on the hills. We take a look at the scorecard. Everybody on the side of Rogue White is either neutral or negative, with the exception of Lucky. Lucky is the exception, as he does find himself with another kill. Nope, another death. 20 and 20 now. So everyone neutral and no positive on the White side.
Wow.
So Warvac going to pick him, fight him and pick him out, and we are going to see a lot of devastation here in this this fourth hill rotation. A 100-point lead is going to go in favor of the guys over at Rogue Black.
Yeah, just increasing that lead over the last 3 or 4 minutes has been massive for the side of Rogue Black. I would argue the antithesis of that has been Shark. He had a very slow start in this game, a very slow start compared to what we've seen him pull off in the past. But he's right now on the highest amount of kills, 31 for his side, and he's really benefited the whole team having more freedom to control these hard points and get into the massive lead they hold on to.
Yeah, but with no ability to use operators in these games, it's going to be super interesting to see how the guys over at Rogue Black here are able to push in and take the hill. We are going to see Marvel push out and eventually just give up his position inside of this bottom wood area. And eventually we are going to see the guys over at Rogue Black rather, break into the hill, and they are only about 35 points away from taking this first game of the series. Warvac picking up a two big piece. He's going to have a little bit of help. Shark was doing very well, 34 kills, but he's also going to have Marvel popping off too. This is a hell of a combination. Warvac, Shark, Kosh, Shark, Machine, all of these guys. What a hell of a roster, man, if I don't say so. You got some stout opponents. You can't discount Karma or Lucky. And they were very fortunate to pick up my guy Caesar. My guy Caesar popped off last season. Regardless of what team he was on, I know for a fact, dude rocked the MP5 well before it was the meta. So interested to see how he's not able to use it here. It's obviously the meta now, and with 15 points left, or 16 points rather, for the guys over at Rogue White, they are going to find themselves on the outside of this first hill, but as I say that, they do find themselves in the hill.
Wow. Like, Rogue Black are playing so consistent in this game. Very rarely in these hard points have they lost control. Very rarely, upon losing control, have they failed to get it back pretty quickly. And, it's like they have an answer for Rogue White, right? They have a comeback. They have a way of really breaking through. And again, the score speaks for itself. 242 to 154. But you know what? I'm not going to count Rog White out, right? Because I counted Aphelion out, and Aphelion ended up winning. So this is not over until it's over.
You are so right. It's not over until it's over. We are going to see Marvel in the hill. Marvel picking one. That's going to seal the deal. We are going to see the guys over at Rog Black take this first game 250 to 154. I don't know if we could actually discount Rog White though. It's just it got to a point where it was out of hand. Rog Black does take this first game as we see Shark, none other than Shark, MVP.
Yeah.
He drops a 40 piece. He had Marvel right there to help out and carry some of the load too as he drops 41. 43 and 31 in the minute and a half on the hill. Kosh. My guy Kosh, almost
2 minutes 53.
Jesus Christ.
So good. And you can see that's kind of the difference because I know, 154 to 250 is nearly 100 points, but there's no, in my opinion, there's no real, that one core person from Bunker White that was the objective holder. And I think that's maybe a bit of disconnection, a lack of synergy from that side a little bit. I know you don't always need to have that direct objective player, but I think when you're kind of still finding your feet as a team, which it seems like Rog White are still trying to do, having that one dedicated player as an objective holder, I think is a little bit more beneficial. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's my thought.
I think you're absolutely right. With that being said, I think I want to shed a little bit more light on the best of three here, as I think I may have discounted it.
Yeah.
We kind of jumped straight into things, which I'm okay with. Long day, and we still have 2 more series left. Firing Range Hardwood, we just saw. Bunker Black, aka Bunker Rog Black, takes the first game. Meltdown, Search and Destroy. If we have a game 3, it's gonna be a raid domination. QQ9's banned for the side of Bunker Black. They also up to ban. It looks like Search and Destroy on Tunisia, if I'm not mistaken. Let me take a look and confirm, because that does look like a picture. It is.
Yeah.
And we do see a domination on Hackney Yard be banned by Bunker Rog White. Finnick is also banned, so QQ9, 2 SMGs. One SMG ban. Last season, I think we seen 1 SMG ban, and that was the Russ. The Russ was banned for a few games here and there, but now we got 2 SMGs banned and all ARs being played, right? I'm starting to see a pattern here.
It's like, it's going to be a matter of like just putting in the work in the game and as a team stepping up to the plate. The fact that Meltdown is going to give you the option of having a sniper on board, I think is going to be somewhat beneficial. But for the most part, having that teamwork, having that synergy, having that 2-man, 3-man push is going to be the antithesis of your team winning.
Absolutely. With that being said, Search and Destroy on Meltdown going to give the guys over at Bunker Rog White an opportunity to redeem themselves. I gotta go with with Lucky and Karma, man. These guys are hella consistent in Search and Destroys. Lucky tried his heart, man. He tried his hardest. Could not come out on top last game, but I mean, when you got guys like Shark, Marvel, Warvac on the other side of the board, man, it's tough, bro. It's super tough. With that being said, they got the opportunity to do so in the Search and Destroy Meltdown. They can even muster up and take this game and somehow manage to win the domination. We'll see 15 points go to them, but if not, we're not going to see anything. So they got to take this one first in order to go to a game 3. So if you take this one, you have the opportunity to win 5 compared to 0. So definitely need to find some kind of mutual ground here and come together as a team, as we are going to go ahead. I'm going to be on board with the guy Lucky, man. Lucky is an absolute beast. We're going to go ahead and take a look and see if we can get some redemption from the side of Bunker White.
3 members of Black pushing in on towards the A bombs. Actually, 4 members, to be fair, keeping Marvel as an anchor point, looking towards the B side, keep being aware of anything that's coming through. And it's an instant bomb plant from Bunker Black.
Oh!
Quick to the mark. Karma goes down.
What a shot from Marvel. Marvel playing that little office building a little too well, preventing that rotation over to the A site. We are going to see Shark go down early. So a 4v4 is going to go down, and Machine is going to lose his life. Lucky and Caesar picking up 2 big kills.
Wow.
Bomb is going to be defused. If my guy Marvel can't push in, Bomb is going to not be defused, as we do see, plenty of time left. Marvel was the last player alive. It was starting to look like a ninja defuse was about to happen.
That was one of the best counter pushes I've seen from a team in a while, right? Rogue White, they didn't hang about, right? They instantly pushed in. They recognized that, yeah, okay, the bomb's just gone down. We have about 40 seconds, but no, we are not allowing a defense to be formed, right? We are going to push in. That's exactly what they did. Great start come out for the side of Rogue White. But in this second round, they've lost their first player. Dark goes down, and Warvac is looking for a bomb plant.
Bomb plant is going to occur, as we do see a 1-man advantage now, 2-man advantage as Caesar gets the refrag. We're going to see Caesar taking some shots. Karma going to be left at a 1v4. It's not looking too good here, as the retake on this A bomb plant is looking almost damn near impossible. Warvac does pick up the kill. That is going to give a round to the side of Rogue Black. We're going to be all tied up going into the third round. And I'm not sure where the disconnect was or what happened. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I was spectating Marvel for a little bit. Marvel was kind of, a little on the outskirts of the area. With that being said, we are going to see a B push, which is a little different here, as back-to-back A pushes result in the side of Rogue Black going in. We're going to have a 4-man hold onto this gear side of B. Now, we got the bomb within, a few feet from the remaining players. He's going to be in mid boiler room areas. He's not going to actually push in, as we do see some information come through, and 2 players are rotating backside mid. I'm thinking if I'm Rogue Black, I'm pushing all the way back over the A, because it's completely abandoned at the moment, and the smoke is going to go down. The transitions are going to happen. That is a beautiful rotation over to A, and as long as they get those trophies out, I don't see why this bomb can't go down.
Very interesting that they're going for that A bomb plant after being a player down. I know they did even things out, but defending A as a 4-man is definitely a bit tricky, especially considering how well Rogue White pushed in on that round 1. Karma finds Shark to kick things off. Warvac goes down, and it's just gosh, a Machine left on their own, as Machine is going to be chunked down to half health, but does find a kill onto Caesar. Very healthy indeed, as Karma is going to be cautious, going to be returned up, and Machine is unfortunately not going to have the time as the bomb defusal comes through, and that's why I found it weird that Rogue Black went for that A bomb plant.
You are absolutely right. I felt like it was a great transition, midpoint, as they had 4 men immediately on that B side of things. And if you can't have a smooth push towards the B bomb site, it could make for some tricky plant. Oh, we are going to see Karma go down to, or Machine rather, go down to Karma's nade. So a big frag. Karma is going to be traded off as Shark takes up his second and third, taking out Jazz. Bomb is in the hands of Warvac. Warvac's going to get this puppy down, and we're going to have a 3v4 ensue. 2v4. Nope, 3v4. Rogue is still, Lucky's still going to be alive. And we are going to see the retake onto the B bomb site come through. And this is a moment of truth for Rogue White. This is, they haven't had an opportunity to take this B bomb site back in this matchup yet. We are going to see an aggressive push by Warvac. Warvac's going to be taken out. Lucky's going to get one. Kosh going to even things out, leaving Lucky and Kosh at a 1v1. Lucky not going to play. He's going to play it smart. He's not going to go for that fake bomb defuse. He is going to get caught mantling onto this top gears. And he is going to be taken out. Kosh with the clutch. That is going to tie things up at 2. We are going to see the last time for the side of Bunker Rogue Black on the attacking side here, as this is the last round they will be here on the offensive.
And And like, you know, credit to them because they had really failed to make a massive impact on the A bomb site, and switching over to the B bomb site in the last round made complete sense. And now they're looking to do the same. They've gotten 3 early kills. Just Dark and Caesar left standing for the Rog White side. And you said last round that this is their opportunity to try and pull out some kind of defense. Well, it's looking a lot harder this round because there's only 2 of them left up. But it is 3 players that they have to take down with the bomb being planted. Time's ticking away.
We're going to see Dark actually rotate on the backside, so this is interesting. He's got Warvac on the other side of this corner. Is he going to peek this corner before taking a shot? He's not. So now he's going to give away his location. Oh, good shots by Dark. He did not miss that one. Clutch Shark. He's going to be left in a 1v2 now, as we do see Caesar be taken out. Cautious going to get the slide peek. He's going to get the kill. That's going to give the lead to the side of Rog Black as we flip sides. Looking at the scorecard here, 3 kills for Warvac as he top frags with, I'm assuming, all of the bomb plants. Shark, 6 kills, 5 kills for Kosh. 5 kills for Dark on the other side of the board. Caesar with 5, 3 for Karma. Karma unlucky, not having the best games off the rip, but I still feel like there's a lot of Search and Destroy to be played here.
Okay, so it's a 4-man push on the A side for the Rog right side in the first round for them as the attacking side. Gotta be careful of those grenades flying in. You do still have Dark sniping through on the long hallway in between the A and the B bomb site, but Shark is gonna take him down. It's an instant double kill. Look, he's left on his own. The A bomb defense isn't working in his favor too much as Marvel gets the final kill, and that is gonna be a quick bomb defusal coming through. It seems like for both of the Rog sides, an A bomb side doesn't really work out when you're the attacking side.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what happened there for the side of for Rog White, but I mean that defense kind of folded like a paper plate, my guy. It instantly crumbled. It left one player that was lucky alive. I'm starting to think, like, is Bunker Black OP? Is Bunker Rog Black OP, or are my guys over at Rog White having a bad day, an off day? We say that we are going to see 2 trades occur, 3 trades. Caesar takes out Machine. Dark is going to take out Kosh there. That's going to give the 1-man advantage for the guys over at Rog White. And the bomb is not in the hands of anybody. It's kind of in the mid side of things, as it appears as though the bomb carrier has been taken out in no man's land. I don't know if the guys over at Rog Black were able to spot that, but bomb is going to be pushed over to the B side of the map here, and he's going to take some shots on the Marvel, but not going to like what he sees. He's going to go ahead and opt and get this bomb plant down. Dark playing it smart. We're going to see Marvel rotate mid. He's got Shark. Oh, good shots from Marvel. Takes out Caesar. So long, buddy. We'll see you next round. 4-2 advantage now as far as points go, but a 2v2 is going to ensue here as Marvel and Shark going to make their attempt to take this B bomb site again.
Great.
Karma.
Great switch around. Karma's left on his own now. This is intense. I'm just listening now. Karma's going to be on her own, dancing around, not going to allow that bomb defusal come on through, and he takes down Marvel. He came down to that 1v1 Shark, pulled off a great switcheroo backstab onto the second last player, Rog White, but in the end, it came too much as Karma came out on top. A good round for Rog White, a much needed round to be fair, as they're only 1 point behind in this Search and Destroy game. And you know what? They're also 1 game down, so they need to win this game to take it to a game number 3.
Game number 3 is where we need to see, you know, who's going to be the better team here. Off the rip, I'm not discounting Rog White, but Rog Black has just played a little bit more consistently. The hard point, nowhere near close. They took that with ease, but with that being said, Hardpoint on firing range is a rather new competitive map.
Yeah.
You know, in the aspect of Mobile Mayhem, especially in the competitive scene, it's never been played in scrims. And to my knowledge, I've never seen anybody play this before. Mobile Mayhem incorporated in, but that was for obvious reasons. With that being said, round is tied. Round goes to Rog White. We are going to see a tied game now, as we are starting to see Lucky and Karma take off with things. But let's not let some light off the guy Dark. You see what I did there? It was a cheap joke. That was terrible, my guy. That was terrible. Let's shed some light on Dark, as he is 9 kills on the board, and Caesar right there behind him with 6. So a little bit of support. Just need, Jazz is stepping up a little bit. He's one of those players who we've seen pop off in seasons past. Gonna need him to put it into 4th, 5th gear. Machine pops up on the top of this gear side of things, and he didn't like what he saw with Caesar being right there on the other side. And we are gonna see a bomb plant come down. 40 seconds left on the clock for the side of Bunker Rog Black to come through on this retake. We are going to see Caesar traded. Lucky picks one on Sharks. Machine goes down. Warvek and Kosh are both traded. That's going to give the advantage and the lead to the side of Rog White.
Yeah, really good play from Rog White. But I will also say Rog Black are looking a bit flat as the defending side. I don't know whether they're giving too much space to Rog White, whether they're allowing themselves to get picked off a little bit too early, but it really isn't looking the best for them. They lose 2 players right off the bat. Lucky with the double kill, even though he does get traded out. The damage has been done for the most part. It's 3v3 as a bomb is being planted on the A side.
3v3 is going to ensue, and we were talking about this earlier. This A site is, without 5 players, it's almost impossible to cover. Now, with that being said, we are going to see an even matchup as far as players-wise goes, but there are so many corners and crannies and nooks to watch. We're going to see Caesar be the last player alive. 1v2 rather, as Marvel spots him and takes him out. The bomb is going to be defused with plenty of time left. We're going to go to a round 11. Who you got your money on? I got my money on Bunker Rog winning. And I read in chat somewhere that you're going to shave your beard if Bunker Rog won.
That's a meme. That's a meme. I put Kappa afterwards, okay? So easy is clearly sarcasm, okay? I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing it again. No, but you know what? These 2 teams are going to have to go once again in the final round of this game. It is going to be the one and only Bunker Black as the attacking side. Why did they go for the A bomb plant when it's quite obvious that it wasn't working out for them when they were the attacking side? They're 1 player left up, and it is going to be Rog White. If they throw this one, Rog White, they don't deserve to win. But other than that, I can't see Marvel getting the 1v5.
You know what? We've seen situations where 1v whoever it is on the other side go down, and oh so often have I seen it be a sniper. A sniper in a 1v5 is damn near impossible. With that being said, we did see who was that earlier? Narcs take down 4 before he was dramatically taken down. Dude picked up 4 in a 1v5. The 5th got him, and as we say that, bomb is not defused, or bomb is not planted even. That is going to give Bunker White their first game in the matchup.
Why did Rog Black go for an A bomb plant? Come on, when they were the attacking side to begin with in the first 5 rounds, they only turned that portion of the game around in their favor because they switched to B bomb plant. It was much more successful for them. They were able to control and manipulate the pace of the game, whereas they clearly could not really defend an A bomb plant. They couldn't really win an A bomb plant round. And then for the final round of the game, they go for an A bomb plant. Come on, talk about shooting yourself in the foot. That was really poor decision making from Bunker Black, and they fully deserve to lose that just off that round alone. I'm actually low-key annoyed with them for that. Like, really annoyed. It doesn't make sense to me.
It was a bold strategy, Cotton. we see Rob White come through. They held all of that A side of the map, and I guess they were expecting it. It was just something that they, I guess over a course of time, scrimming these guys, because they are within the same organization, they found themselves in a position where they knew where they were going to go. So 5 points, at the very least, is going to go to one of these teams, as we are going to go to our first. And with that being said,
that was just a major F, like major F. I believe that, because I'm seriously I can't stop thinking about it, because I'm like, maybe Rog Black thought it would be a bit predictable to go for the B bomb plant because it was more successful for them. But you're much better off going for a stronger yet more predictable bomb plant, because at least you're playing more to your strengths as a team, right? You are still, in my opinion, putting the result of that game more in your hands rather than giving it over and making an uphill battle, even if it is a bit, oh, well, they weren't expecting that, because you don't know what the other team are thinking. You can only go based on what is stronger for you, right? And in the final round, sometimes it's just best to keep it simple, to keep it to your strength and go with that. Man, I can't stop thinking about that. It was such a silly play from Rog Black. Oh, feels bad, man.
Feels bad indeed. With that being said, we're going to see a domination on Ray to, kind of determine who's a better Bunker Rog team. Is it going to be white or is it going to be black? I'm not biased at all, bro. I want both of these teams to duke it out. I want to see a close game like we saw in that affiliate matchup earlier. I know we're not,
Hey, in the words of Michael Jackson, it doesn't matter if you're black and white,
You got to look at the man in the mirror.
There you go. Oh my God.
Hey, I caught that, bro.
Hey. Who knows? We could be in for a thriller over game 3.
Oh my. I don't know if I could top that one.
Oh yeah, you can. All you have to do is you just have to try and beat it.
I could try, bro, but I mean, come on now. I'll be beating myself right here, bro. And just beat it. You handed me that one on a plaster, bro. You handed that to me, on a silver tray.
Of course, man. Gotta help a brother out, man.
There you go. Oh, you're terrible, bro.
Has to be done, dude. I'm old. I'm a boomer. I'm full of dad jokes. It's what I do. But
I got stuck on Billie Jean, bro. I was like, how could I incorporate whiter?
I know, right?
I was like, oh man. Billie Jean White is not my girl. I don't know. I can't do it.
Let's be fair, verdict. Let's be fair. If we had gone any further, we would have been pretty smooth criminals.
We would have. I'm done with you, bro. That's it. I'm done.
Thank you. I'm here all evening.
Oh, bro. All right, domination on Ray, guys, and we have found a way to entertain ourselves. I'm going to be Googling Michael Jackson songs just so I can one-up you, but by the time it's over with, dude, I don't think I'm going to be able to be relevant here. Game number 3, the first one of the day. Bunker Rog Black or Bunker Rog White, guys. Is it time to determine which one is the best or the better of the two? We're going to see Shark pick up a kill, Karma picking up one, too. 2-2 here in the very beginning of this game. Shark playing hella aggressively. He's going to be spotted by Jazz. Jazz taking him out. And the B push now for Caesar and team are going to ensue. That's going to be Bunker Rog White. Karma going to be the first one on the hill. We're going to see some smoke come down on the backside of Laundry, mid side. That is going to be an OP smoke, in my opinion. Shark and Warvac going to be taking out some bodies there. They're going to make a immediate push for this B site. That's going to give it right back to them. So we're going to have a 50-50 trade there.
And Warvac was holding on as well. However, the sneaky A steal has come through for the side of Rog White, right? So they still have that double cap through. Man, great play by Rog White, because, contesting that B is very tough. It's right out in the open, but they pulled it off, and they've even taken the B while Rog Black have looked to regain control of their A, and that's so good from Rog White. They're one step ahead right now.
They are one step ahead as the B and C sites are going to be theirs for the time being. Shark playing hella aggressively yet again. Going to find himself in the driveway side of C. Now, this is going to be interesting. Is he going to put a little bit of pressure onto the C site? No, because A is actually going to be capped. B is going to be recapped in the meantime. So
nice.
the C cap was a flex, as A is yet again going to be pushed by the guys over at Bunker White, Rog White.
Yeah.
But it's going to be stunted there. That's going to be stopped. So
yeah, I thought that was a little bit too predictable in my eyes, coming out from the side of Rog White, and they just spread themselves a bit too thinly. Not saying they can't get back into it, of course, but I definitely think that was a bit of a bad play that came out from Rog White. Great by Black, though, to help retake the double cap. This is a very close game 3. Didn't expect anything less as Marvel gets a cheeky triple kill.
Cheeky triple kill and deal that is going to put A and B still in possession of the guys over at Rog Black, and they are at a deficit right now, but it's a very manageable one as we are about halfway through this domination game. And guys, it feels like everything that is tossed out there is answered almost immediately. It feels like every time the guys over at Rog Black have a push or are pushed, they have an answer. B is taken, B is retaken. If B is retaken, the guys over at White have an answer for that. They're right there on the A side of things. So I think, you know, at the moment, the score is in favor of the guys over at Rog White. Now, are they outplaying Rog Black in the aspect of domination? Absolutely, bro. You know, they might be predictable, but if you can't even stop the predictable, how do you continue to play the match that's in hand right here, and not prevent the predictable? I mean, it's just like there's never an answer. We saw the A site rejection, but ultimately the cards are still in the hands of the guys over at Bunker Rog White, man.
For sure. Like, and that's the thing. I'm all for big brain plays, right? I'm all for bold brass moves, but especially with the way the rules have been changing and the meta is kind of coming through in the competitive scene, it is, for the most part, in my opinion, more about keeping things somewhat simple. And that's what Rog White are doing. They're keeping it simple. They're keeping it effective. They're working together. I can feel the comms from the way they're playing. I can feel the composure from the way they're playing, and it is really paying off for them.
It is really paying off. We had a short triple cap by the side of Rog White. C was easily capped in the meantime, but I mean, come on now. That kind of domination on your opponents, it's going to get in their mental, right? 175, 25-point lead now for Rog White. I feel like they have came into this domination game, and regardless of what the frag situation was going to be, they had a game plan, and they're absolutely killing that game plan as they were able to answer any kind of, B's getting taken. They were right there on A. A's getting taken. They were right there on B. There was always an answer before, the reaction. It was never a reaction. They were already, one step or two steps ahead of these guys. With that being said, A and C are held respectively. There's not going to be a push onto the B side of things. Shark, yet again, being a nuisance inside of the spawn. Oh, my Shark. Do your dirty work, my guy. A is going to be pushed. A is going to be pestered. A is going to be taken down as we do see Shark, who put a little bit of pressure on B or A. Allow for the B cap to come through. And that is the proactive kind of attitude that the guys over at Rog Black need to continue with if they want to win this domination game.
Very true. That's the thing, because I was wondering, Shark, why are you heading towards A? Why are you on your own? And even though he went down, indeed, you are dead right. It allowed the rest of his team to come through and get that B side overtaken. It's a double cap coming through for Rog Black. 97, 98 to 114. The comeback is shining through, but they need to hold it down. They need to keep the pressure on as Shark comes in from behind to get a cheeky double kill once again for his side, and that is the kind of big brain play I want to see. But Dark, he's looking to actually overtake the C. He's himself going to try and create a distraction, and will that return fire for the rest of his team to try and steal maybe a B cap?
We're going to see Karma on board. He's going to get one kill. He's going to single-handedly take this B site. The cluster comes down. Oh my God!
Go away! Kosh! Oh my god!
Kosh comes through in the clutch.
If there was one other person there, that would have been a retake. But by the skin of their teeth, Rogue Black held on to that B cap.
Now, what they're going to have to do here is they got a little comfortable by putting that cluster there. They still need to retake that B site. That'll give the guys over at Rogue White no hope to cap B. But I don't know why. It's interesting to see why or how, you know, I'm questioning that. It's 50% full.
I know,
if I'm looking at it, bro, I'm not looking at it like 50%, you know, not capped. I'm looking at it as in it's almost capped there, dude. We need to jump on this thing.
Glass half full, man.
Yeah,
glass
exactly,
half full. Simple as that, right? You know, not glass half empty. And that was a missed opportunity that came out from the side of Rogue White. But Karma's single-handedly himself, no, with the help of his teammate, has come through to steal the C. Okay, so they're learning from their mistakes. But Kosh shuts down Karma. And Shark is going to look to try and take back the C cap, but is going to go down in the process. Warvac from behind, helping to take down Karma. And they're looking to take the C cap to make it still a double for Rogue Black. 150 to 147. This game is continuing to be extremely close.
See, look at Karma here. I'm spectating him. He's immediately jumping on the site. He picks up a big frag, but he immediately wipes off and cleans the slate. That's the kind of mentality you got to have when you're playing this game of domination, as it's become a neck and neck now, and you don't want to give your opponents any kind of hope in this game, any kind of hope, and that little bit of hope, you know, will just lead to a little bit of movement, a little bit of rotations, and we did see the C cap come through. Ultimately, the B was traded.
So good.
It's that kind of mentality, my guy.
But Kosh is playing so good. 25 kills and counting. He's been integral for a number of moments to the side of Bunker Black, and I know they're not in the lead. They've lost it once again, but just to shine a light on him personally, he's really pulled out a lot of fantastic plays so far. But is it going to be enough to take the victory against the Rogue White side? They have the double cap once again. 40 seconds and counting left on the clock, and it's 175 apiece. It's going to come down to time. None of these teams, in my opinion, are going to reach the 200-point mark.
I don't think so. And my guy Machine, how long did they leave him on that heady before they took him out? That heady that's like right on the outside of Laundry, bro. They just allowed him to just rake kills it, and by no means is Machine fragging out, but the position he had on that heady right there was absolutely A1. It prevented anybody from coming over to the B side of things through Laundry, and that's going to give the guys over at Rogue Black the second dub this series and bragging rights over their guys over at Rogue White. That was dramatic, man. We painted a picture of a game that went on in between the game. It was interesting. Rogue White started off with a great strategy, but was just unable to come through with the frags to back it up. It was almost like they got outgunned and they just could not handle it. As we do see Shark drop 35 plus. It looked like he had 37. Yes, 37 kills, my guy. 37 and 20 with 5 caps.
Like, honestly, it was genuinely just Bunker Black played so much better in that second half as a team, right? As a team, they coordinated a lot better. Their communication clearly was calmer and simpler. Shark, we know how good he is, but his strength, the rest of the team benefited from that more, as opposed to the first half where Shark still did well, but there was, you know, confusion or, you know, a lack of coordination from the rest of the team in the first half. But, you know, and then with the help of Kosh getting 8 caps and 26 kills, it was really such a good performance from Bunker Black. And let's be fair to White, they put on a hell of a show and they didn't make it easy. They ran out of steam, and that can't be the case. You can win the search and destroys, but you got to close it out on the objective games.
You're absolutely right. A margin of 7 points is the only thing that separated that game, and not even 7 points. It was 6. Or no, it was 9. Never mind. What am I doing? I'm looking at all the numbers wrong. I didn't get my degree in math, my guy. With that being said, Bunker Rog Black takes the game, and having that kind of arsenal in your lineup, it definitely helped out because the strategy with Rog White was there. It just did not, it did not connect in that second half as Shark and team just absolutely overpowered them. That was still a great matchup, man. But the first series to go to a game 3 indeed got interesting. Ultimately, the guys over at Rog Black knew what they were doing, knew how the frags would correlate. I still got to commend my guy, Machine. He played that heady over at Laundry too well. I want to say he got like 5 or 6 kills uncontested. That's not big in the scheme of things, as he only dropped 14 kills. But let's just be completely honest, man. Those 5 or 6 kills prevented anybody from going to the B side of things. Any kind of capery that could have happened when they were putting pressure on C, it wasn't happening, my guy. So that is going to conclude that third series. And boy, what a series indeed, man. Before we even jump into anything, we are going to hear over at the partners from COD Mobile and Activision, as we will be right back. I mean, literally, it'll be instantaneously. What I say, guys, we're already back. The AS Val is out, guys. I don't know how you say it. The ASVAL? No, it's AS Val. Haven't used that gun yet in COD Mobile. Interested. I've racked up many kills with it in Warzone. So definitely makes for a great gun there. Interested to see how it works out here. I know that a lot of the BR players say it has no range. So definitely, if you're out there, you know how that AS Val works. Put it in chat. Let us know. I definitely think it's viable in multiplayer. Obviously, we don't see any options here as these guys know what they need to use. They know the metas, but I felt like that gun's going to break through one of these updates. We'll see, though. That being said, the next matchup on the day is going to be Ultima versus xoxo. 2 qualifier teams coming through. Ultima took the first matchup in a best of 3. It went to a domination because xoxo knows how to play search and destroy. Ultima just wasn't able to come through with the clutch. With that being said, I'm expected to see a game 3 here.
Really? Okay. For me, I think xoxo can come out on top. I don't know how much the roster has changed from last season, but I always regarded them as a team that had good potential, but failed to execute, failed to hit the mark in the right way. Like the little engine that could, it was like, at times overperforming, but also in a lot of times showed a lot of strength for the future. So to me, I kind of automatically want to give it to xoxo, but I also understand why you think it would be a game 3, because both teams are qualifying teams, so they are automatically a little bit more similar level.
They are indeed. With that being said, I'll take a look at we're gonna have a standoff hardpoint. Okay, I like it. A Tunisia search and destroy. Okay. And a firing range domination. Oh, woo! We got a decent 3 games ahead of us if we're fortunate enough to see that third game. Ultima's opting to ban the hardpoint on Hackney Yard. Yeah, maybe, yeah. And the QQ9 is the gun choice, obvious reasons. xoxo banning the ASM-10 and the hardpoint firing range map. So this being a new addition, I could expect them to ban that because they haven't properly practiced it, or they don't have a proper strategy for it. Obvious. Yeah. With it being thrown to the mix a little later on in the rule changes and the map additions and map takeout, we saw Scrapyard go out for a map option for obvious reasons. I watched one competitive matchup on Scrapyard, bro. Scrapyard Hardpoint after the recent update, my God, dude, it is absolutely terrible. It was so bad watching,
Really?
bro. It was terrible, man. It was god-awful. And I know some of these
What,
other
how
maps
so?
just wasn't...
What, because of the spawns or what?
Bro, the second hardpoint, right? It's in the back of one side of the map. It's the big blue building, right?
Yeah.
Literally, there'll be 5 players in one part of the of that map of that big building, and then the opposing team would be right on the outside spawning in. So as soon as you killed them, they were right freaking there, bro. It's just like a non-stop wave of people spawning in right there. And it just did not make for great competitive play, in my opinion. And guys, if you're out there and you saw anything with Scrapyard Hardpoint, bro, you know with me just as well, dude. It's just god awful. It did not make for great content, as well as the players. They voted on this. They decided to take it out for obvious reasons. So I see your big blue eyes, my guy.
Yeah, man. Sometimes it's low-key refreshing just to have the glasses off. My eyes are a little bit sore for some reason. I don't know why. That's just the way it is. Sometimes when you're old as I am, Verdict, you just get these, moments of suffering and pain. And back in my day, back when I was young, things were so much better.
When we used to walk 15 miles uphill in the snow back and forth. No, dude, I'm right there with you. My allergies, my eyes are like my eyelids.
Man.
Oh my God, bro, allergy season is hell here. And bro, it's like my eyes are like starting the under part. Holy crap, bro! If I stepped outside a little bit when I took the dog out earlier. Let me tell you, bro, I could barely open my eyes. I had to take like 2 showers before we started the stream today because it was just that bad.
Do you take allergy tablets?
I mean, I do, but there's only so much that can help, man. Especially when it's like anytime before 10 a.m. here, it's like it's like you can almost not even step outside. And having a dog, man, even if he just went outside and I didn't go outside, I'm around him, bro. He's gonna bring that stuff in. It just makes it. Oh my God, I can barely open them as is. I do not want to.
To be fair, I'm pretty lucky that I don't suffer from any allergies myself. I'm extremely lucky because any person, I don't think I've ever had anybody turn around and go, yeah, hay fever's fine, absolutely fine. Every single person I've been like, yeah, allergy season, hay fever, it's a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass. So I'm pretty lucky in that regard. But yeah, it's something you just have to deal with, I suppose, and you take it as it comes. And it's going to be the case in this match number 4, this series number 4. Both these teams are going to have to take each game as it comes. We are waiting for the teams to come back, not come back, sorry, to get ready up to send the screenshots in. They're taking their time. It's not like they're old. Come on, they can be quicker than that. And we'll soon get into this game 1. But standoff hardpoint, you said you think it's going to be a game 3. Who do you kind of low key see is going to take the first hardpoint game?
I think Ultima is. Ultima stood out as a better hardpoint or just a better respawn team in general. They weren't great in Search and Destroy, but they weren't bad in Search and Destroy. Bad. No, they're not bad. There we go. I had to throw a little bit in there. Still a little cheeky over here. They're not bad per se. They just weren't. They weren't great, and they didn't win a single Search and Destroy game that day. So they lost to both Aphelion and XOXO, or maybe it was Unicorns of Love. I want to say Unicorns maybe took out Aphelion. I cannot remember, but I know this team in particular did not win a single Search and Destroy matchup as Aphelion took them out in 2. With that being said, I kind of want to take a look and recap. If you're just now joining the stream, we'll take a look at the first 3 matches of the day just to kind of get you briefed up. We did see Stamina take out Unicorns of Love in 2. Aphelion taken out Huracan in 2. And then we saw our first best of 3 go to a 3rd game as Rog Black came out on top, taking both the hardpoint and the domination. Rog White is still going to receive 5 points for winning that Search and Destroy. So that is key. It's not going to be a make or break moment, but who knows? Later on down the road, it's the top 16 teams who move on to the playoffs. So No divisions this year. We're not going to even be taking a look at anything as it pertains to that particular feature. As standings, we'll take a look at after the 5th matchup today. With that being said, we are going to go ahead and jump into this first matchup. That's going to be a hardpoint on standoff.
Let's get this show on the road. Oh, baby, hardpoint standoff. Who's going to have a strong start in this game? It's a classic hardpoint map. I love how the first hardpoint starts up just underneath the granny, or just basically outside the granny flat. And it's a kind of hardpoint which can be hard to defend, but it's also not the easiest to breach, as Feints kicks off to get the first kill in this game.
First hill indeed is going to go in favor of the guys over at Ultima. Ultima having a great start off the rip. With that being said, still plenty of game left to be played. They are going to get a little bit of contention. And P1 outside of Granny's courtyard, graveyard, however you want to say it, however you want to call it, whatever you're familiar with, whatever you're comfortable with. You know, either way, however you address it, is going to be battled to the end here. Balance is going to get one. Balance is going to be taken out. Ipana gets balanced, and Ipana is going to be traded. So P1 opened up, closing down now. 10 seconds left. Are they going to go uncontested here? Those are the little bit of time. That's a little bit of time that, you know, you want to see teams contested, in my opinion. That last 10 seconds, the last 15 seconds,
yeah.
You let a team just rack up points like that. But the way that spawns are now, it almost makes it just impossible not to contest. So
it's also very interesting that in the first hardpoint, we only really had just over 30 points of the potential 60, you know, be utilized or be taken. So it does show how, I wouldn't say how cautious the two teams are, but just how aware of each other and a little bit respectful. But as we will get into this hardpoint game, both teams will come into their own momentum-wise, and yeah, then it's going to be the true battle of the beasts between the side of Ultima and xoxo. Of course, xoxo do have now a bit of a lead, 20+ points rocking on up in the middle of this second hardpoint.
Second hardpoint indeed is going to come down, and we are going to see a 24+ point lead continue to go on. Last 5 seconds are going to go uncontested as rotations to P3 are going to come down, and Ultima finding themselves in a bit of a hole here, and it doesn't look like they've gotten, you know, an aggressive hold on this matchup, as at the moment they're getting kind of outslayed and outpositioned, you know, all around outplayed. As we see Naples bunkering down in this spawn side of blue. He is going to get a little bit of help now as his team is going to make their way onto the hill.
Yeah, Nepal's normally, you know, a bit of a stronger player than what we're seeing from him right now in the early parts of this game. Breach comes through. The hardpoint has been contested and taken over from the side of xoxo, holding on to that lead of about 30 points. But with 17 seconds left, it's being contested by Ultima, and that makes me think that the side of Ultima are a little bit more behind in terms of preparing for the next hard points, whereas xoxo are being proactive. They're preparing a bit more, and they are overall outplaying Ultima for the most part.
Yeah, but with that being said, like, even with that last 15 seconds, that'll tell you how important those points are. The guys over at xoxo had 3 players in the hill, and were able to maintain those last 15 seconds. That'll tell you how important those seconds are, in my opinion. Now, the guys over at xoxo know what they're doing. They may have transitioned a little later here, but I'm telling you, man, don't undervalue those last 15, last 10 seconds. And with that being said, the way that spawns are off the rip, it's kind of almost like if you transition early, you're not rewarded. You know, you get a kill, they're spawning right outside of where they died at, and it just doesn't make sense. With that being said, we are going to see xoxo actually get the last little bit of chunk here. They have a 60-point advantage as the hills are going to be reset. We are going to see P1 open up here in the next 2 seconds. And Leader now playing that Slayer role well. He has 22 on the board. My guy Leader putting in work. He's up to double digits. He's up to no good, my guy. As he has a 22-10 KD ratio. As we take a look at the scorecard here, 11-9 for Fade. Balance 11 and 6, or 11 and 11 rather. Fade's 14 and 14. So I mean, the out fragging's only coming through by one player, and that's gonna be Leader. Leader's gonna play the OBJ role and the Slayer role. It looks like, as he's finally taken out inside of this P1 hill graveyard, courtyard, however you want to call it. And we are gonna see the guys over at xoxo continue their lead, and as I was thinking that maybe this series might be done in 2, it may still be done in 2, but not in the favor of the team that I had expected to come out and absolutely ball. But I mean,
verdict. Just keep an eye on Feints. I've noticed him in the kill feed. He's been racking up those kills on 18 so far, and you know, becoming an even more integral part of his team, creating the massive lead they currently have over the side of Ultima. Unfortunately, iPana still only on 12 kills. Jolly is on 15, and as much as they have played for the next hard point, it was contested quite quickly from the side of xoxo, and X is marking the spot for the boys in blue as they once again break through and gain control of this hard point.
They're going to need to remain... what are they doing? Like, why are you backing out of the hard point? Like, I do see multiple players push it in, and we see for a brief 2 or 3 seconds, one player hop out. At this particular stage of the game, bro, you need to be in there as long as you can. You know, I'm expecting a lot more from Ultima here, but I'm thinking I might have bit off a little bit more than I could chew when I made that statement that they were going to put come through and make something happen here. As we're getting into the latter part of this game, and P3 transitions are going to come through now. And as I said, those rotations early on, not necessarily going to result in anything in what I've seen. And we are going to see an initial hold now for xoxo. We see blends pop in, and we, you know, I'm on board with a Pana there. Pana just spawned immediately outside of what looked like tractor area. So I mean, spawns, you know, they're easily traded, they're easily held, they're easily pushed. It is so unpredictable, my guy.
It is unpredictable because the theory for me is that xoxo exited the previous hardpoint earlier to try and set up and prepare for this current hardpoint. And I think for the most part it was a good idea, because I think this current hardpoint is a little bit tougher to breach, right? It's a little bit tougher to breach in my opinion when you have a strong defense, because of the fact that there's no operator classes on board anymore, and I just think it's a little bit easier to hold. But they gave, in my opinion, too many points over to the side of Ultima, and the benefit wasn't there for the most part. At the end of the day, for xoxo, they're not going to be too worried. They do still have a near 100-point lead, and they have control of this current hardpoint.
They do. They're going to start off with it as this bottom market area is going to be finally contested now. We're going to see Pana in the hill. He's going to have a plethora of help, as Blend's going to try and prevent the rotation over from the Hay side of things, and he's going to be taken out. So Fates and Team xoxo are going to be trying their hardest to get in this P4 hill, and it might not come through. We're going to see a trophy come down. He is automatically taken out, and now we might see a Philly and Huracan matchup, as, you know, it started off very similar. Can the guys over at Ultima continue to, you know, press their luck in the hills and eventually come back, or are we going to see just a flop and dud? But, you know, I don't know. It's difficult. It's you know, it's getting later on. It's all about who's winning their gunfights at the moment. And I see Pana starting to turn the Jets on as Jolly's found his, you know, his momentum. He's got his mojo.
Yeah, definitely a bit more of a groove from Ultima overall and a bit more teamwork. I have noticed that xoxo at times have gotten caught out over the last 30 to 40 seconds. However, you know, you can't disregard them and what they're able to turn around when it comes to working together, breaching onto a hard point, shutting down the players of Ultima. Ultimately, as a cluster strike comes through, it's going to allow the Ultima side to continue on this hard point with 8 seconds left. They have decreased that lead that xoxo had to just under 20 points. A fantastic comeback from Ultima.
Fantastic indeed, as I do see early transitions for the side of xoxo. Payoff initially, no. Jolly's going to push it. Jolly's going to be taken out, and now it is going to remain in the hands of his teammates here. As I say that, we are going to see Jolly actually spawn right inside of this gas station area, which is not a bad area to be at, but it's ultimately not going to give you any kind of leverage onto the point. Naples spawning on the jump up here. You know, I'm starting to think maybe P2 transitions, maybe a little early on for the side of Ultima could have paid off, but you know, you can never really tell in hardpoint anymore now, especially with you know when spawns are. It's difficult, my guy. And Naples just got pushed by a player who was, you know, lucky he was able to get the frag there, but you know he spawned literally right next to him.
246, 247, 248, 249. That's gonna be game number 1, going pretty nicely over to the side of XO. Credit to Ultima. They did make a strong comeback attempt, and there was elements where I thought they were going to break the mold, but at the end of the day, as far as I know, barred the very first hardpoint, there was no point during that game where Ultima had the lead. It was all XOXO. There was varying degrees of you know, small, medium, large lead, but at the end, you know, to me, XOXO, they adapted as they had to. They did give a chance back to Ultima. In the end, they got the job done, and it was a close, clean set of performances from the XOXO players.
Absolutely, they executed that perfectly. 42 and 29 with a minute and 20 on the hill for my guy leader. Fates matching him with hardpoint. About 5 kills underneath, 37 and 27. Very standout performances from both of those players. Faye right there below, minute and 13 and 27 and 23. Jolly tried his hardest to find, you know, some kind of groove, him and Blends, but I mean, when nobody on your side goes positive, you got to stop and think like, where could you have done better? Where you know, the team that won obviously won their gunfights. So that I'm assuming that's where it's boiling down to now. So the guys over at XOXO with a very much earned first game win. We are going to get ready and geared up for this destroy on Tunisia. That should be an interesting one. We'll see how XOXO does here. I need to hear your predictions based off of the game that you just saw. Well, I know it's difficult, you know.
It's really difficult because not only are we in a situation where it's somewhat a new map in the competitive scene. These teams were close in hardpoint. One thing to say is that both of the teams looked at the Tunisia that we saw earlier on and maybe taken something as a way to improve, and are they going to move forward on that, right? So I'm hoping that we don't see those kind of A-site bomb plants from either of the teams unless they are absolutely sure, you know, they've taken out 2 or 3 players from the opposing side. But to kind of answer your question a little bit more directly, when I'm looking at who I think is going to come out on top, I'm going to give it over to Ultima. You said it might be a game. You said you called that we're gonna go to game 3, so I'm gonna go. Yeah, Ultima are gonna win Search and Destroy.
All right, you called it there. XOXO did not win a single. Oh, actually, Ultima did win a single Search and Destroy. So hopefully they can come back. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I was expecting to see Ultima win this hardpoint. Yeah, I mean that's what I was expecting. But based off that, XOXO just absolutely. I mean, it was never close. I mean, towards the end, the guys over at Ultima were starting to find their groove. But I mean, let's just be real. It was never really close enough to make to where you would start to think that the guys at Ultima would win, especially with that P2 transition. You know, the gunfights just weren't there for them. The guys over at XOXO held a majority of every point that game, with the exception of that P4 hold for the guys over at Ultima. So they got it close, but it was never within arm's reach. The guys over at XOXO held pretty much the entirety of that game. So with that being said, we are going to have to see them find a way to win this Search and Destroy. Will they be able to do it here on Tunisia? I feel like anything can happen here. It's kind of like Meltdown. It's a toss-up. The player with the team with the best sniper, in my opinion, are going to have the advantage. But ultimately, it's going to depend on your team's communication and the ability to make the decisions in prompt time. So, without further ado, game number 4, fourth series of the day. We only got one more left, you guys. Only one more.
Only one more left, but will this second last series of the evening go to game 3? Very much gonna look out on what both of the teams are gonna be doing in this Tunisia map when it comes to attacking and defending. And it does seem like, for the most part, they're going for a B bomb push. And I like that. I really like that from Ultima.
I'm loving it, dude. That's exactly what you need here. A competitive push towards B. You're going to be headed by Sim, S3M. I called him the other day. Everybody in chat quickly let me know.
Yep.
As we do see the bomb go down. 40 seconds remain on the clock for the side of XOXO. And now Balance, who was pushing out pretty aggressively out into no cover land, is going to leave Faye in a 1v4 situation. He takes out one, but is spotted by S3. SEM.
Perfect.
Sim. That's going to be an almost clean round for the guys over at Ultima.
Imagine having a number in your name that represents a letter. Imagine. So
Imagine.
Weird.
Imagine expecting me to say it right off the rim too, bro. I'm a boomer, bro.
Oh my lord.
I'm a say it as I see it, my guy.
Exactly. But great first round by Ultima. Like, seriously, so well played. Now, of course, as you get through the game, a possible level of adaptability could come through for XOXO, but losing Faden right off the bat is definitely not going to help them as the bomb goes down, and that's it. 38 seconds and counting down for XOXO to make a bit of a move. Faden gets to knock onto S3M, but is going to be stabbed in the back by Jolly and iPana together.
We are going to see Naples on top of this B bomb site. A 3v1 is going to occur here. Leader's going to take out one. He's got enough firepower to take out two more, but is going to be spotted by Naples, who had a clear shot, clean shot, takes it down.
And
2 straight rounds for the guys over at Ultima, who made an aggressive push to B back-to-back, and it paid off.
And that's where I think a sniper does work in Tunisia, right? When you're the attacking side, you've gotten the first kill, you have control of the game. That gives way more freedom and time for your team to set up that sniper, to make it work in your favor. But it's a much better push coming out from XOXO as they've taken down 3 players of Ultima very early on.
Naples spots your guy Yoka, who was, in that little cubby area of the balcony side of Spawn. And now Leader is going to push in boldly. He's going to be one shot. Leader's going to be taken down, but Faye, well coordinated, comes through for the back.
Good.
And that is going to give the first attack or defensive point for the side of XOXO. And I've seen called Naples. No, I'm not saying that, bro. Come on now.
What, nipples?
Yeah, I'm not calling them nipples, my guy. Come on. Is it Nepal's or is it Naples? That's what I want to know, though. I'm assuming it's Naples. Okay, cool. Because I've called them Nepal's several times.
Yeah. When you make your name weird, hard to say, should expect it.
Yeah, come on now. We're boomers over here, bro. We're gonna say it proudly as we mispronounce it. Jolly taking out leader.
Exactly.
Jolly taking out one. That's gonna give a advantage as we're gonna see a standstill at what looks like the mid side of the map. Nobody wants to make a rotation anywhere. They're playing conservatively. After 3 straight aggressive rounds, we are going to see a little bit of conservative gameplay from Ultima as Balance is spotted. Balance is taken out. Sim taking out Balance. But at the expense of Blends, and now a 3v3. No harm, no foul. We are going to see the B rotation. No, we are not. We're going to see Sim actually rotate all the way back around. I'm actually kind of digging this as the reverse fakie is going to come through. Sim is going to full send it. And we're going to see, this is a lethal push here. This is Jolly and Naples here. Anytime you go through that little corridor area, it's no man's land, bro. It's so difficult to get through.
So good. Oh, Yoke on to Sam. The bomb is down, but it's 2v3. Naples goes down. Jolly's left on his own, and Yoke gets the final kill. I did like that push from the side of Ultima. I did like that switcheroo, and they did it together. They deserve a lot of respect, but that response from XOXO, damn, that was a shutdown if I've ever seen a very well played 2 apiece.
We are going to see 2-all going into this 5th and final defensive round for the guys over at XOXO. They lost 2 straight, but have found a way to counter. Oh my, Yoka, you got to hit those, bro. We hit those. Fates takes out Blends, but at the expense of losing balance. No balance indeed as Sim gets the bomb down in Naples. Right there to have his back. Lasers Yoka, spots him in that little corridor connector area of the balcony in A hallway. We are going to see the rotations come through from Faints' team, but Faints is going to be taken down. Faye is going to be left at a 1v4, and he's going to take out one, but his location is going to be immediately given away, and that's going to leave him in a 1v3 that is going to result in his death. Sim picks up the frag. The round goes to the guys over at Ultima. Ultima up 3-2 off the rip. Sides are flipping. This is definitely making for a competitive Tunisia map here, as we do see
for sure
XOXO take the bomb immediately to A. They're going to be uncontested. That is going to give them free range, and you need to send at least one to A, my guy. Just one. Yeah. That's all you need.
Okay, so this is very interesting. XOXO are going for an instant A bomb plant. We haven't seen this at all since the first series which Tunisia came through in today's Mobile Mayhem Day 1. And it's a successful bomb plant that comes through. Balance is going to get another kill. And that is a fantastic shutdown from XOXO. Okay, you know what? They showed how an A bomb plant straight out can work.
Well, it definitely is going to work when you don't have a spy over at A, my guy. You need to send at least one to A, as I do see one go there and 2 go mid. So now it's kind of like the guys over at Ultima are just not, like, they're undecisive. They're not confident. They don't know what they want to do.
Yeah,
you can't have that kind of lack of confidence going into a matchup like this, and we do see the results here. Sim picks up one. He's going to be traded as Balance picks up him. It's going to leave Blends at a 1v3, and this is going to be disheartening if you are the guys over at Ultima. This is what I'm talking about. This is the uncertainty of what you want to do ultimately is going to, lead to your downfall.
It's kind of like they won the first 2 rounds and then they ran out of They just ran out of thoughts now. And saying that, Blends is going to come in to a 1v1. He's turned it around. But with 7 seconds left on the clock, he has to go for a bomb defusal. Oh, no, wrong time. Can he pull it off? Not enough time, unfortunately. It was a perfect moment for Balance to try and stop that bomb defusal before going against them. And that was a great effort by Blends. But the fact that he was left on his own, that uphill battle became just a little bit too much.
Yeah, he had the ability to close that one out, but time just was not on his side. We saw him pick up that last frag, but man, it really stinks when you have the the ability to take a guy out and get that defuse, but damn, son, that is very unfortunate. We are going to see a 4-3 advantage now as Bomb Plant is going to go down at B. Sim picks up 2. Sim's already at 9 kills now.
Nice.
He's going to need to coordinate with his team, though, because that timing last game just was not it. It's gotten to the point now where you know what you're doing, but it's just not working out. 2v2
Yoga
now,
with those
leader
snipes. Working out. Balance just takes down Sim. Sim walked into those bullets, but it is a 1v1 traded up as Blends is once again left on his own. He's going to go for the bomb defusal. Leader, what are you doing?
Blends, you
Come
dog.
on, Leader.
You dirty
dog.
dog.
You threw hard, Leader. It's not like you were far away from that bomb. Come on, man. That was great play by Blends again, but Leader threw that one.
Yeah, I mean, even at that position, you could afford to peek and slide back.
Yeah.
With that being said, that's the kind of game-changing moment that could give Ultima the opportunity to come back here. He literally handed himself that round. As I say that, I don't want to say my guy Leader sold.
Yeah.
It's really.
He did. He threw in that moment.
He threw.
He did.
Yeah. But I mean, that was bold of Blends, was it not, dude? Come on now. Who has that kind of discipline? Forget about it, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and go for the defuse.
Because he didn't go for the push around before, right? He hesitated around before and it went against him. Whereas he had to go for the push that round, and he did. It worked out. He learned, whereas Leader didn't. But either way, it is going to be a 2v2. The bomb is planted on the A site. Now, the last time an A plant went through for xoxo, if I remember correctly. Actually, no, it did work out last time. Can they make it work out again as Blends, the savior of the day, gets 1 kill? So Yoka is left on his own with just a sniper switched over to the pistol. It's not going to fly through. And that is a bomb defusal. Man, they found their mojo. Ultima have found their mojo and they're on game point. And we could indeed be going to a game number 3.
I think I might have to agree with you here. Game number 3 might come through at the expense of Leader not peeking that bomb. That's gonna hurt. He's not gonna be able to sleep tonight, my guy. That's gonna haunt him for the remainder of this. Maybe that might even go into the weekend, my guy. With that being said, we are gonna see another A push come through. Faints takes out Blends. Faints is hella weak. Faints picks up his 10th. And now the guys over at xoxo starting to fire off super aggressively. Leader pushing through ramp side of the map. Naples and Pan are going to be left in a 3v1. Naples is going to be the last one alive. We might not see that game 3.
Oh my god, that was so scrappy. So scrappy and aggressive. Very aggressive from xoxo. Ultima did try and give it back. But at the end of the day, the runaround came through. Switching sides, though. Switching sides. Can the side of Ultima win a cohesive attacking round and take us to a game number 3? We'll soon find out. Leader takes down Ipana, though. It's also going to be Blends being taken out. Nepal's is low on health. Jolly with the double kill. But of course, Faden and Balance has been taken out.
Sim, one of those standout players from earlier on today and this past Tuesday. Can he clutch it up here? His lasers are going to be spotted by Faints. Surely enough, Faints is right here on the other side of this wall. He's going to peek it. Faints caught with his hands in his pants. Gonna be taken out, and now it's a 1v1 Yoka. Gonna be in a 1v1 here on the bottom or top side of this B bomb site. He's gonna be pushed. He's gonna be taken out. Sim's gonna get this kill.
Yoka has no
Oh,
idea. Yoka
Sim,
had no
you dirty
idea.
dog.
Sam was like Sam. That was like big brain play because he played it so calculatively. Yes, I'm even looking back. Feints through in the sense that he was looking in the completely wrong direction, and I understand. But man, that was clean. But then Sam, he just. Oh, it was so good from Sam, and that was such a deserved round from Ultima. Like, oh man, I can't believe that. So close.
Yo, how would I can understand maybe one, but how did dude get two slipping? Like, how does he catch both of you guys lacking? Sam comes through and clutches the 2v1. I did not expect him to catch both of those guys lacking. It just looked like they were like. I don't know, dumbfounded at what they were looking at. It's like they were unexpected of where his location was, and you know what, that level of awareness is what gets you killed in Search and Destroy. We did see both of those guys go down, and not a single shot was fired, right?
Man,
the throw is real.
Well, I'm really trying to break it down. Okay. Let's to be fair to both teams with regards to mistakes, with regards to throws, we do have asterisks on the mark that the fact that Tunisia is a map that is yet to be played consistently, right? Therefore, knowing the intricacies of how a player might be playing around the map, the intricacies of the position, the little kind of covering points, etc., it's not as common. It's not as kind of automatic for these players. So let's be fair to both teams. Mistakes made, we have to give a massive benefit of the doubt. So that's why it's kind of much easier to focus on the strength of plays in which Sam showed, especially because one thing that I've noticed with the Tunisia map, Verdict, you have to check your corners. If you don't check your corners in that map, you're asking for trouble. And Sam, he crept, he crawled, he checked his corners, and that's what gave him the 2 kills in the end. Fantastic play.
Fantastic play indeed, and that level of clutchery mixed with that combination of throwery. It gives us a game 3 here, guys. We are going to see a domination on firing range.
Wow.
This is a map that I can get down with. Domination firing range, absolutely A1. It's going to all boil down to who wins their gunfights and who's able to hold trailer, who's able to hold tin, who's able to hold wood, man. You got to have some kind of map control here as, if you give them trailer, bro, there's no way you're getting B. And if you're shooting for C, you better make sure you clear 10 first as, this is a game that, I expected Ultima to win the hardpoint, and they lost. I expected xoxo to win the Search and Destroy. They lost. I am not making any more predictions, my guy, as I am 0 for 2 in this series.
Well, no, to be fair, your original prediction of it going to a game 3, that's correct. The path in which we've gotten there might be the other way around, but at the end of the day, your prediction of it going to a game 3 has come through. So give yourself credit in that regard, and it makes sense with the skill base that we've seen from both teams so far. There's so much that both of them are going to learn against each other. I know that Ultima are a team that are still developing their roster. It is the same for xoxo. So yeah, when you're playing these maps, it is definitely challenging to say the least. But hey, look, domination. It's an objective based game. Who won objective? xoxo. For me, it's gonna have to be xoxo.
xoxo. So I'm going to be on the opposite side of that spectrum. I'm only going to go with with Ultima because I feel like after that Search and Destroy game, it's definitely going to be in the mental of the guys over at XOXO. So Ultima, creepy crawly, Sim comes through with the clutch in a 2v1. Leader did not peek that bomb defuse. And my guy went in full force and got that defuse without any kind of contention, without being said. We are going to see this domination start off, and immediately ANC are going to be capped by respective teams. Trailer is going to be held by the guys over at Ultima off the rip as Jolly going to pick up 2 frags. He's going to be taken out, and B is going to be easily capped. No, yes, no. We're going to have to see some kind of contention here. The trophy's going to come down in an easy tap. One more foot, you guys get. No, they are denied. But they are going to go
Sam is playing really well. Sam is playing really well, but he's going to get taken out. At the end of the day, the side of Ultima are looking to try and crawl back into this one. It's a double cap for XOXO 11th 8. But once again, you know, domination, firing range, it's a common enough map in this game mode that is played, so these teams should be pretty familiar.
Yeah, and off the rip, dude, I'm going to go ahead and say there's not a lot of coordination off the rip for the guys over at Ultima. There's not a lot of coordination because there have been several times where they've had 3 kills. They're not counting their kills. They are going to get the A cap, but the expense of C, so C is going to be recapped for the side of XOXO. So these guys got to be putting themselves in a position to cap B in the event that they get 2 or 3 kills. They were, instantly 3 kills deep as, the B cap could have came down. It is going to come through as the cost of Blends. No, Blends is going to be taken out. Oh my. This is the kind of communication that, at this level and stage of, of their tenure with playing COD Mobile, you got to be able to recognize that you're not putting yourself in a position to cap B. You can't have 1 man out there. You got to have 2 men out there off the rip.
Exactly.
And this is what I'm talking about too. C was being pushed, but 10 wasn't cleared, my guy. That was something I talked about pregame. We are going to see a good B cap now, but this should have been already, handled and maintained. And we're going to see the guys over at XOXO push in and potentially get a recap.
Enemy down.
And it might come through. Yes, it is. Leader and Faye are going to push in. That's the kind of awareness that you need to have.
But then again, Jolly did take C, so it's still a great shift coming through for the side of Ultima. They're sticking their heels in, they're sticking it through, they're adapting as it goes, and they're of course clearing out that B, so the E is going to be reset somewhat as they hold on to a perfectly placed double cap, and they're decreasing that lead in which XOXO did shine through. But the C cap is taken without any kind of congestion from Leader. So is the B cap. Wow, XOXO, you're responding very quickly.
Absolutely. And everything that they do is I'm going to go ahead and point this out. Everything that they do, they're in a position to either recap or contest. We got Faye, who's in top 10, playing very well. B is going to be pushed. Faye is going to be right there to hold off the traffic to C. He's going to take out one at C. He's going to take... No, Sim is going to get the better of him. But with that being said, A, B, and C are going to be capped now by the sides of XOXO. So even with Faye being taken out there, he had support. These guys are miles ahead of Ultima in the aspect of setting themselves up for, getting kills, but also to either cap an objective or hold an objective.
Yeah.
These guys are completely OBJ-oriented, and Ultima is kind of relying on their frags to get them in position when they should already be in position and, getting those frags in order to execute. It's kind of like they're back in
it's kind of like there's no point in getting the frags if you're not in the position to do something with it, right? So yeah, you're dead right. Get in the position, get the frags, and then make something work with it. I do think... And I do believe that Ultima are playing a little bit better in this domination game than they did in Hardpoint. So I want to give them that amount of credit. But for the most part, like we did see in Hardpoint, XOXO have just been ruling the roost and controlling the pace of this game.
They have, and as long as they're able to maintain their consistency here, I don't expect the guys over at Ultima to bounce back. Even if they are slapping them with 10s and 12s and 15 kills here and there, I don't think it's going to result in anything. As you see, B is going to be pushed. B is going to be 75% capped. Where was the help at? It wasn't anywhere to be found. B is going to be partially recapped. They cleared all of B off. The cluster is going to come down, and A is going to be pushed, but it's going to be denied. So the C cluster was smart, but it ultimately doesn't prevent anything from happening here, as a double cap did take place, but you know, at the expense of a cluster at the moment. So one cluster could have prevented a B cap, but unless you were going for A, there was really no point, or going for B, there was really no point to put that bad boy on there.
I agree. Like, and for XOXO, let's be fair, they're kind of at the point in the game where they don't need to, like, worry about, let's say, getting the triple cap. They don't want to have a double cap go against them, which is the case so far. They're trying to steal the C cap, but that's not going to work in their favor. As Balance gets a kill, is going to get a second. That's going to work out for them, hopefully taking over this C cap and give them a double. But it was nearly an A steal from the side of Ultima. Not enough. It slowed down. Still a double cap in the favor of Ultima.
We'll go ahead and point out Blend's position. Blend's, right now, that's exactly where you need to be at, my guy. You're picking up frags, preventing rotations, and you're holding B. That is probably the best position I've seen out of anybody, and he opts to use his Predator missile. For what reason, I'm not 100% sure. Now Fates has the power. Fates has the power as he has maintained the top of this tower after taking out my guy Blends. Ah, man, and just as soon as I was talking you up, my guy, you do something like pull the Pred. I understand that you got your Pred, you want to use it, but I don't know if it was necessarily the right timing. You know, I say that because hindsight's 2020. You look back on it, you got taken out, you lose the positioning, you get taken out. Who would have known that you would have been, you know, pushed at that exact moment? Well, you know what, you got to expect the unexpected here.
Exactly.
And a B cap is going to come through, and a potential C cap that goes uncontested if Sim doesn't make his way over there. Sim does.
So,
and
one thing that I'm noticing straight out though, Verdict, right, in this new season is that it's much easier to take that B cap, right? Especially when it's an open B cap, which tends to be the case in a domination game, because you don't really have the operator perks, you don't really have the same type of guns available, and that teamwork, it's going to take you far, but sometimes it's not always going to work out. So that B cap being stolen more often is making these games a lot closer. And indeed, it is very close. 157 to 123. Again, like I said at the start of the second half, it is still XOXO in control, but Ultima are close, but not close enough.
No, they're gonna fall very shy of winning this game, as I do see the triple cap did come through for XOXO. They were able to maintain control for a little bit. They even kept A unoccupied for a vast amount of time. And now another triple cap might come through. This is going to be demoralizing for the side of Ultima here. Man, that momentum that you have from the Search and Destroy should have translated to a little bit of teamwork going into this third game.
Yeah.
It is starting to really just expose the weaknesses that these guys have, and that's going to be their lack of communication and ability to push as a team. And, you know, at the moment, it's just not looking like that was a good pred. Cluster's going to come through. They're going to be able to hold A, C, and B. This is Murder She Wrote. This is not a way to end the day.
It's a final nail in the coffin for Ultima. Unfortunately, as XOXO sealed the deal. They marked the X on the pirate map. They found the treasure. They found this series, and they will win 2-1. It's not the full 20 points for a clean 2-0 series, so at least Ultima will walk away with 5 points to kick off this mobile mayhem. But at the end of the day, XOXO really showing their strengths, and it's good to see, because I know they're going to be going up against much stronger teams over the coming weeks, but at the end of the day, I'm very much behind XOXO. I really am, and I'm very much behind, you know, their potential. And I hope they build on that and will take more series in their favor over the next days and weeks of games.
You are absolutely right, my guy. And as we say that, we are going to get ready for the 5th and final best of 3 for the day, the last series of the day. That's going to be Elevate taking on Tragik. That's right, boys and girls. We're going to have a rematch. We're going to have a freaking rematch from the grand finale of last season. But before we do that, guys, we got to take a little short break, man. I know I got to go to the restroom real quick. So bear with us. We'll be right back as our last best of 3 series is going to come down to Elevate and Tragik, my guys.
Cold at the touch, dead in the eyes. No signs of life no more. I put your love under the knife. Leave me to die here all alone. No signs of life no more, no. A crying dove may never fly. It's black and white. Yeah. Black and white. Oh, 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 oh. It's black and white. No more. It's black and white, just let me go. It's only right for all I know. It's only matter. It's calico, it's black and white. Just let me go. It's only right for all I know. It's only matter.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in this quarter, I'm kidding, guys. We're going to have a hell of a matchup here going into this fifth and final series of the day. We've got E8v in the lobby. We've got Tragik in the lobby. This is a rematch of the century. As we saw the grand finales last season result in E8v taking it in 4 games. Today, they're going to have 3. Best of 3 if we go to a 3. Summit Hardpoint is where we're going to start off at. Raid Search and Destroy. And a standoff domination if we get to that best of 3. E8v opted to ban Search and Destroy on Tunisia. QQ9 is also their gun ban. Tragik banning Raid Hardpoint. And the ASM 10. Interesting bans in... knows what they're doing here, and we are going to be ready to jump straight into the action as soon as possible.
Well, of course, one thing to get out of the way is that E8v are playing as a 4-man for Hardpoint. So, hey, you know, it's going to be an uphill battle. Tragik are going to be looking for overall some also sweet revenge, especially with Jim on board, formerly of Aphelion Esports, and then you have Slayer, Shift, Drari, and Sav to finish things off. And hey, Hardpoint Summit, it's not going to be easy for E8v. They're going to give it all they can.
They're going to go ahead and start off this first hill with a little bit of an advantage. We're to see the concussion go down. Oh my, Saturn, you're just too OP. He's going to be taken down eventually there, but a 4v5 is never good. I mean, maybe in a Search and Destroy. And a Hardpoint, guys, it's not it, bro. It's, in my opinion, it's not it. This game we might see E8v reach 50. We might not. I'm going to go ahead and mark it there as I say that Slayer and team are going to be all over the OBJ. 20-point lead. They're going to be contested here as Marky pushes his way in. He's going to be taken out. Saturn is going to find one, but he is going to be traded almost instantly. And being down a man is never good, but when you have to 4v5 due to a, you know, a lobby incident where you're not in the within that 10-minute marker, it's never a good sign. So, you know, I think E8v has a little bit more to worry about, you know, other than this 4v5 in the Hardpoint, in my opinion.
Oh, It's their own fault. At the end of the day, they have a roster. They should have the players that can play on the day. Simple as that. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing that really excuses that bar a personal emergency, which, you know, of course, anybody that's going through a personal emergency, it goes before a game. But within this game situation, you gotta have a roster that shows up, and it's not the case for Elevate. But Tragik, they're not gonna let that stop them. I will say Elevate are certainly giving them a pretty solid run for their money, right? 33-26. I know Tragik are the kind of team, especially with Jim on board, where they'll have a little bit of fun, but don't presume you've got this one in the bag straight away, my friends, because Elevate will punish you for that.
You are absolutely right, as the fact that they were able to steal 26 points is definitely a alarm for Tragik. Like, at this point, you should already have like an 80-plus point lead. You know, with that being said, maybe they want to take their time. Maybe they want to enjoy this 5v4. Maybe they want to, you know, draw this out. But with that being said, if we're having roster issues for Elevate, man, you'd think that they want to go ahead and get this thing over and done with faster, so that way, if there is another roster issue, that they won't be able to accommodate to that. With that being said, P3 is open for shop. We're going to have a 40-point lead going into this third hill, 20 seconds off the rip. We're going to go uncontested.
Perfect.
We are going to see the guys over at Tragik, as you know, we expect, take and control this lead.
And, you know, I also feel sorry for everybody watching, to be fair, because so many people were pumped up for this series, right? It's the final series of the evening, and everyone's expecting like a bit of a master blaster showdown between these two teams, and it's a little bit of an anticlimactic showing, at least in the first game. I'm not saying Elevate aren't going to have a 5-man team for the second game either in Search and Destroy, but for the start of the series, a little bit of a feels bad man coming on board. But let's see how exciting this game can be, as playing for this next hard point. Decided Tragik do have firm control of it, but Marky comes in to take down Slayers. Saturns gets a sweet double kill. Okay, Elevate, I know you're trying. You definitely are trying.
Now, this team here, I see all of the familiar faces from last season with a new addition that's going to be Saturn. So, Yaya, Marky, and Champy, all players of familiar, you know, to this Elevate roster. You know, the ability to add Saturn's, my guy, is just, oh my God. That guy is just cracked out of his mind. With that being said, I do see the banner updates. We do have photography updated. It should resemble there. There was a delay in that too, so I hope you guys don't penalize us, as we are in this first game of the best of 3. We are going to see the guys over at Tragik with an initial lead. 90 points now, well, almost 90 points, as P1's going to be open up the shop. We're going to see Saturn spamming that MP7. Wixer, Slayer's going to come through after he takes out 1. He's going to pick up 2. Slayer on a roll. Slayer going to be taken out by Marky. And the guys, Saturn's, Marky, and Yaya, popping off right now. Yeah! 18-19, 16-15, 17-17. They have been holding their weight, even though they are in a 4v5 situation.
And, you know, let's be fair, technically it's easier for Elevate to get kills because they're a player down. When I say easier to get kills, because, you know, there's more players available for them to kill because there's one less of their team getting those kills, if that makes sense. So I'm kind of not surprised, because Elevate are a roster full of fantastically talented players, so it makes sense that they're still picking up those kills. But unless they're able to turn those kills into hard point control, which is obvious because they're player down, they're still overall in a position of being 100 plus points behind in this series, or in this game, should I say. So Tragik aren't going to be too worried about this one.
They're not. I'm thinking Tragik is like kind of like letting this one like ride. I'm thinking they want to get a little bit more out of it, but you know, as I say that, I did see Jim shooting somebody, so a little bit of let's say, you know, mixed feelings, but definitely some of those that could definitely lead to some heavy competition. So Marky and team are well over 50 points, as I did not expect them to even reach that 50-point marker. So the fact that they were able to do that is, is something just to point out, as we do see P2 with 15 seconds left on the hill. They're making this a lot more competitive than any of us would have expected.
I would argue, and I would hope, that Tragik aren't really taking this game 1 too seriously because they know they have a player advantage. That's why I genuinely hope so, because, being a player down, it technically shouldn't be as close as it is. And also for Tragik, this is quite obvious, but they definitely don't want to win in this fashion, right? They would prefer to win in a 5v5, right? And if it comes to the game 2 in Search and Destroy, and if E8v have their 5th player and Tragik lose it, that's going to be pretty demoralizing coming into game 3. So Tragik will want to take this win and turn it into another win in Search and Destroy and just look to secure the 20 points.
They should be able to secure those 20 points, and we are going to see the guys over at Tragik trying to make their break onto this P3 hill. And I apologize for cutting you off earlier. I was just trying to get Hirsch to...
I get you.
He is whining. He sees his mama outside. I know it, buddy. I'm sorry, guys.
Aww. So does that mean you tell me to shut up if I start whining?
Oh, if you start whining, my guy, I'm going to... Shh. Hey, calm it down, buddy. Take it in. He is a notorious whiner, my guy. Love him to death, bro, but at any rate, we are going to see P4 transitions come down, and the guys over at Elevate are in a decent position as I see Saturn's playing this snow area. Oh my god, get easy. Saturn's does get taken out. Marky, oh my god, yeah! 33 kills, 28 for Marky. Saturn's 29, 26. Pretty even across the board, if I don't say so myself. And I guess with Tragik fighting over kills, they are going to be a little spread thin on the kill side. That is not going to, ultimately determine their kill points as, or hardcore objective points, as we do see them with a 70-point lead as they should. Being in a 4v5 situation, this game shouldn't be that close, in my opinion.
Wait. Did Dep's actually saying... Wait, did somebody in chat say that it should be 4v4 if a team can't make a 5v5, that the other team should drop a player? No, it doesn't work like that. It's a 5-man game. If one team can't have a player available, then the opposing team, of course they're gonna continue to play with 5 players. As somebody put in chat, if a player gets red carded in a soccer, as you call it, or football match, the other team doesn't drop a player. You know what I mean? To make it even. No, it doesn't work like that. But so of course Tragik are gonna continue this game as a 5-man team, 230 to 141 on this first hardpoint, easy peasy lemon squeezy with 30 seconds left to go. They're gonna clean this game up quite nicely. Will they be able to win on this current hardpoint? Maybe not, or maybe so. With 25 seconds left, it should be enough points needed.
It should be. I'll even take that to the next level. It's not like the guy got red carded. It's like, imagine getting on the bus to go to the soccer field, right? And you only pack 4 players. You need 5 to play. The 5th player didn't make it. So the 5th player, wasn't red carded or anything. The 5th player just didn't show up. So it wasn't a matter of, these guys, being penalized not to be able to play. It's just we didn't have their 5th player in the lobby. So in the rulebook, it's stating if you don't have that 5th player in within a certain amount of time, which I believe 10 minutes is that time frame, you have to 4v5. There's no ifs, ands, buts, or maybes. So if the match starts at so-and-so time, you're expected to be there at so-and-so time. And it's very unfortunate.
Sir.
So with that being said, we are going to see Tragik take this first game as we expected. And we are going to, see a potential 5v5 hopefully in the Search and Destroy, guys. We do love the casters, man. We love you guys too, man. We just want to make sure everybody's clear and clarified on the situation. Jokes aside, man, this is a serious thing. Having the 4v5 is no fun. And as much as I wanted to see a 5v5 matchup and these guys struggle and compete against each other and see who the better team is. Ultimately, we were only, we were cut short and only able to see a 4v5 situation. So, if anything, we're more upset that they had the 4v5 than anything.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, honestly, it's like, it's not that I wasn't trying to cast that game, but I genuinely don't enjoy casting a 4v5. It's literally not what the game was intended to provide from a competitive standpoint. Hell, even from a casual standpoint, right? Because if you're playing the game casually, you don't like playing as a 4-man team against a full squad. Same in competitive, right? So, but at the end of the day, it's Elevate's bed and they have to lie in it. In that regard, it's just, it's hard to ignore what is literally, screaming at us in the face, in the sense of it's 4 against 5 and there's not much more to speak about it. But yeah, hopefully again Elevate will be able to have that 5th player for that game number 2 in Search and Destroy. I will say that even if they are still a 4-person team for game number 2, Search and Destroy is a bit more manageable to win, right? So it's not an automatic win for Tragik, so they will have to take it a bit more seriously, even if they're going up against a 4-man team of Elevate. It just becomes a higher angle of a hill that Elevate have to climb.
You're absolutely right. They got to have a bit of an elevation going into this next game, as they have found themselves in a bit of a hole, guys. And, it is what it is. We are going to go ahead and move on to this second game. Of course, still waiting for these players to join in. I don't have a 5th yet for Elevate, and we're going to go ahead and make a note. This is a 5-series day. This is the only day that we are going to be running 5 different matchups in the span of one stream. So, guys, I appreciate you for sticking in with us. You guys were going to be up anyways. Don't lie to me. I know you guys were going to be up. You're going to be on TikTok. You're going to be on YouTube. You're going to be on whatever you got. You guys are going to be playing yourselves.
Whoa, verdict. Okay, I know you're old and you're trying to be cool and all that and just throwing out the cool hip words, but in no way, shape, or form are you allowed to say the word TikTok during broadcast. No, that should be a bad word.
Okay.
Throw
a red card at me, my guy. I'll take that penalty.
No more TikTok, man. That's tough.
That's tough. These late games are definitely not it, and I know it. It's not as late for me as it is for you guys. But trust me, these things wear me out too, bro.
Right.
We're already in a span of potentially reaching a 4-hour stream.
5.
With that,
it
being
is
said,
over 4 hours. It's over 4 hours.
Has it been? No, it hasn't. It's only been 3 hours and 40 minutes.
We started at 8 p.m. CEST, okay? Which is 7 p.m. my time. And it's currently 22:40.
That's 3 hours and 49 minutes.
Yeah, you're right.
It's getting too late. My guy, he didn't get his degree in math. That's okay. I didn't get mine in math either, but I did, however, learn how to read.
I can't tell time.
I have a cheat. I got at the bottom it says live 3 hours and 49 minutes.
See, there you go. To be fair, when I'm streaming, I use OBS for that as well. So yeah, fair enough.
Hey,
you got me there. You got me there.
Think smarter, verdict. I got you that time. You got me on the Michael Jackson.
Oh, damn it.
And you killed me at that. I couldn't even compete. I'm gonna be honest. You even handed me one, and I still couldn't compete. I'll take the simple.
You can't
I'll
beat
take
me
the
on
easy
dad
ones.
jokes, to be fair.
Oh, I'm about as cheesy as they come, my guy. About as cheesy as they come.
Oh my lord!
We still don't have a 5th player for Elevate. I'm not 100% sure who their 5th was gonna be, bro. But let's.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, dude.
I'm just trying to find out if, if there's a situation or if there's actually going to be a 5th player, or if we can continue on. Okay. We're just waiting on some form of an official update. I'm not sure how long each team has in between. Obviously they have a time limit to get into the lobby before the start of the series, but I'm not sure of the time limit in between games in which they have to get into the lobby. Of course, providing providing they are gonna have a fifth. So no, apparently it's still gonna be a 4v5. We're just waiting on one other player's screenshot. So it is once again gonna be a 4v5 between Tragik and Elevate. Like I said, Search and Destroy is more manageable as a 4-man team, so Tragik do need to take this one a bit more seriously.
You're absolutely right. With that being said, it's going to be on raid. So, you know, with Marky being a crisp sniper, my guy was on point last season, to say the least.
Yeah.
With him, if he's able to hit his shots, this might be able to land them 5 points on the board. If it takes it to a game 3, we don't, you know, see Elevate produce a 5th player. I mean, this is just not a great way to start the season off. You're already not able to capitalize on a potential 20-point, you know, season starter. Now you're in a position where you might be not able to get anything on the board, and then, you know, as a you know, returning champion, it's just there's not a great start. It's just not a great look. It's just I don't know, man. It just doesn't sit right in my opinion. So with that being said, we are getting
like literally like you've I've said this before and I'll say it again. I said it last year. I'll say it. When you're representing an org, a brand, your actions or lack of actions is a bad representation or a good representation of the brand that you're falling under, right? And when you're under contract, you're expected to show up and you're expected to perform when you are expected to perform, right?
absolutely right.
And that's it, right? And again, I know that nobody's perfect. We're all human. We all have personal stuff going on in the background, and that's all good in the hood. But don't commit yourself in that situation if you can't show up and perform. This is the first day of Mobile Mayhem. It's not like you didn't know this was coming up, guys. You know? And it's just a little bit of a feels bad, man. Plus, again, like I said, viewers in the chat were looking forward to this series, and it's kind of gone a little bit down the drain. But either way, the show must go on. 5v4 once again in Search and Destroy.
You are absolutely right. A 5v4 situation is going to go down, and we are going to see the bomb in the hands of my guy Saturn's, as Marky's going to be wielding that DLQ. They're going to make it an aggressive, or rather aggressive push. Marky's going to be spotted by Dreary. Dreary all smoked up over there. We're going to see, oh, Marky, crispy. One snipe on Jim. Jim goes down. Oh, boy. 4v4 now, as we do see Marky yet again get some shots taken onto him. He's going to be one shot, absolutely one shot. And if he's not able to get a little bit of cover here, he might be taken out. He is taken out. Yaya and Champion a 2v3.
Oh, wow.
As Shift and Drury pick up kills. Drury is one shot, literally. And we're going to see this bomb pushed. No, bomb is nowhere in sights. It's going to be a pull bar, and we are going to see a gatekeep here. Slayer's going to be spotted. He's going to be taken out. Drury's going to get the final kill. That's going to give the first round to the side of Tragik.
Like, that was good attempt coming out from Elevate, right? They got the first kill on the Gym, evening it up 4v4. They did get, I believe, another kill, but then, as far as I know, between Shift and Drury, they got 2 kills in a row, and they did leave it in a 2v2. And although it was a great push from the 2-man team of Elevate, like we saw, Drury got the final 2 kills, and Bob's your uncle finally his round number 1, going over to the side of Tragik. Sav takes down it's going to be 2 players taken out, leaving Saturn's and Marky left on their own for Elevate.
2v5 situation. Marky and Saturn's going to be holding up this bottom and top side of Modern with my guy Jim opting to snipe. He's just going to be making noise, letting him know where he's at. I'm assuming he wants this thing to be over as quickly as he does. You know, this is just
Oh.
not a great way to start the season. As we say that,
And
go ahead.
just Jari's rocking the Asval. I don't know if you
Oh.
noticed that.
Oh, I did
Yeah,
not notice
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Finally, I get
yeah,
to see
he's
it in
rocking the
action.
Asval. Yeah. Hey, he got the 2-piece with it in the last round, so
Okay.
you know, yeah, a little bit curious. Bit of a slowdown to be fair, as Jari goes down at the hands of Saturn, so it's a little bit of an opener. As Saturn's gets another 2 kills, shift onto Marky. It's gonna be 1v3. Saturn's left in his own, gets a pre-fire shots off, nearly works out, but Slayer shuts him down.
That is right. Slayer does shut him down. We are going to see a 2-0 advantage in favor of your guys over at Tragik. Tragik up in the series. They take the hard point. We do see a 4v5 if you're just now joining. I'm just as disappointed as you guys. I was expecting to see a decent competitive matchup. And I've been hyping this thing up. Man, I was when I went to sleep last night, I was like, oh boy, we're going to get to see an Elevate versus Tragik rematch. And bro, I'm not upset, dude. I'm disappointed. I'm a little disappointed. I can't even lie. With that being said, we are going to see a 4v2 ensue. Yaya's going to be spotted as Drury pushes in with the AS-Val. The AS-Val shift picks up Champy. That's going to be a 3-0. And the guys over at Tragik are just 3 rounds away from taking their first best of 3 and taking 20 points off the rip.
Oh man, 3 points in a row for Tragik, and you know, fair play to them. They're really not taking this one for granted. Jim shuts down Marky. Saturn still has the bomb in his hands at least, so it's a bit of an opener as Yaya shuts down Jim. And another kill comes through onto Sav, but Slayer is going to leave it with just one player left for Elevate Champy on his own. And what will Champy do in this situation? He gets one on the Drari, but Shift shuts down Champy, and point number 4 over to the side of Tragik. You could say it's looking pretty tragic for Elevate. The last chance for them to grab a point as the attacking side, and I can't help but feel being a player down in this series from the start will only make it harder for them coming on as the defending side. They're all sticking around in the base. I don't know if they're going to look to make a move. Maybe it's a bit of a bait and switch. At least they are sticking together.
We are going to see Marky and Top Modern trying to take some shots. Not going to land much. They're pretty much going to be circled here as I see Jim wrapping the flank. Slayer takes out Saturn's. Marky trades with Shift. Champy takes out Slayer. Champy's in a 1v3 situation. This is going to end with him in the shovel. I'm sure he's trying to get that thing all diamond out, but it ain't looking like you go get it here, man. It's looking like we're going to see a 6-0.
Yeah, there's not really much more to be said, really. 5 points in a row, it's going to be whitewash, and, you know, as much as I love Elevate, they stop playing as a 5-man.
We're going to see
They
one leave
deserve
the
it,
game. That's going to be
unfortunately.
Yaya.
Yeah.
Yaya leaving the game early. That's not good either, bro. Starting off the season in the hole, as if that wasn't already bad enough. This is definitely not something that's going to come, make the situation any better. As Yaya leaving the lobby. Drari and Slayer are going to be in a 2-1 situation. Saturn's your champ, my guy. We love you, dude. Marky, Champy, you guys coming through. Yaya, man, all you have to do is just stick it out for one more round, my guy. I know you don't care right now, but think about it later on down the road, bro. Can't think about it just right now, man. With that being said, that is going to be our 5th and final game, guys. I'm so sorry. I was expecting that to be, something to, hype me up, bro, but that was just like, what a way to end the stream. Any rate, guys, we aren't even going to look. We're speechless just as much as you are. Herschel's even upset, man. You hear him in the background, dude. He's He's whining for his life. He's like, Jim, we wanted to see a 5v5. You guys taking on, the returning champs. Instead, we were stuck in a situation that, at any rate, we're not even going to dwell on. We are going to end our stream on a good note, my guys. Imperium, you looking great today, my guy. You looking,
Thank you. So are you, man. You're looking like a snack. And I gotta say, it was a fantastic day above everything, right? We saw new teams come into the mix of the Mobile Mayhem, albeit losing. We saw some fantastic performances throughout the day, and I'm very excited for what's to come, and I really can't wait to see these teams improve, get used to Tunisia. It was great to see a fresh map come into the fray. I will say that the rule changes at times makes the game a little bit flat, but as we see the teams adapt, hopefully a bit more fast-paced excitement comes through, and that little bit of kind of extra strategy as well will develop from these teams. So there's so much more to come, right? This is only day one of what is going to be a fantastic Mobile Mayhem tournament.
You're right. We're not going to let that get us down. We're going to have a hell of a season.
Exactly.
With that being said, we are going to go ahead and transition to see the results. We do have Stamina taking out Unicorns of Love in 2. Aphelion, man, that was the match of the day. I got to give it to him, bro. Aphelion came back.
For sure.
Being down almost 100 points in that hard point at the beginning, and they took the series over Huracan 2-0. Bunker Rog Black takes the series 2-1. They were just too much in that domination as Bunker Rog White unable to muster up. They do get 5 points off the rip. GG's to them. Ultima ultimately fell short of the test with xoxo. They get 15 points, and our guys Ultima take 5.
Yeah.
Elevate, who is our returning champions, unable to perform, unable to produce a 5th. Ultimately, just not a great start to their season. They go down 2-0. They're not going to get any points off the rip. And we are going to take a look, as we have done away with all the divisions. The standings are going to be pretty stacked with 2 teams, or 3 teams rather, not on the board with points. Aphelion, Stamina, and Tragik all tied with first place ballots, 20 points apiece. Rog Black 15, xoxo 15, and 2 teams here, Rog White and Ultima, as we just said, were able to steal 1 game away from their best of 3. Huracan, Elevate, and Unicorns of Love all in the 0 category. Now, with this being said, it's still anybody's race. We're at the very, very beginning of what is going to be a phenomenal season. Imperium, dude, I know for a fact this is going to be a much more competitive playoff, and definitely going to make for some interesting best of 3s in days to come. So, with that being said, off of the rip, man, what are your thoughts?
The new point system is fantastic. The lack of divisions will really allow these teams to gauge the performance against the other teams a bit more, right? And what they need to do to catch up that bit better, right? And I always say this, that teams should be judging their own gameplay before they judge other teams' gameplay, right? Because it's easy to compare yourself to somebody else or to another team. You have to compare yourself to your previous performance, to your last performance, so to speak. But again, I'm really excited to see what's going to come through. Again, to echo what you said, Aphelion, loving how they played. Can't wait to see more from them.
Can't wait to see more indeed. And with that being said, we are going to conclude our stream. But guys, you can't go anywhere yet. We got to show some love to my guy Citrus, as we are going to be jumping in on his stream and showing him some love. Let him know that Verdict and the guy Imperium came through. We appreciate you. We will see you back next Tuesday. Imperium won't be back. We'll have either, we'll announce it, but we will have a special guest host next week. We'll see him back next Thursday. Much love, Imperium. Much love to you guys.
Much love
next
to you,
week.
my friend.